Rain hammers the glass towers of San Francisco like bullets. Seo Jungo, the silent king, the man who built empires with whispers and blood, stands frozen in his penthouse doorway, staring at his assistant's throat. Anna Phillip wears a black diamond choker that makes his tattooed hands shake, not because it's beautiful, because he knows who made it. And that man died screaming 10 years ago. Who gave you that? His voice cuts like wire. Anna's fingers drift to the stones. The necklace beeps. A red light flickers beneath the diamonds. And in that moment, Jungo realizes three things. His brother isn't dead, Anna has 48 hours to live, and the only way to save her is to never let her go. If you want to see how far love can push a man who's already damned, stay with me until the end. Hit that like button and drop a comment with your city. I want to see how far this story reaches. Shit. The rain doesn't stop in San Francisco. It never really does. Not in November. Not when the fog rolls in thick enough to choke on. Jungo stands at the floor-to-ceiling windows of his office on the 42nd floor, watching the city blur into streaks of neon and headlights. His reflection ghosts across the glass, sharp jaw, ink crawling up his neck, eyes that don't blink enough. Behind him, the office hums with money. Leather furniture. Minimalist art that cost more than most people earn in a year. A desk carved from a single piece of black walnut. It's all a lie. The intercom buzzes. Mr. Jungo, your 4 o'clock is here. Anna's voice. Clipped. Professional. The same voice she's used for 2 years, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Never a crack. Never a slip. That's what makes her dangerous. Send them in. He doesn't turn from the window. 3 men in expensive suits file into the room, carrying briefcases and nervous energy. Real estate developers from Hong Kong looking to wash money through luxury condos. Jungo knows their type. Hell, he used to be their type before he learned that power doesn't come from being seen. It comes from being felt. The meeting takes 11 minutes. They agree to his terms because they don't have a choice. When they leave, Jungo finally turns from the window and his gaze snags on Anna through the open door. She's at her desk, typing something on her laptop, spine straight, blonde hair pulled back in a twist that's probably meant to be severe, but just makes him think about how it would look spread across his pillow. She wears a black blouse, tailored slacks, heels that click when she walks. Nothing remarkable. Except for the necklace. Black diamonds, 18 of them, each the size of a knuckle, set in platinum that catches the light like oil on water. The choker sits tight against her throat, too tight, and Jungo's stomach drops because he knows that piece. He knows the weight of it, the way it was forged, the obsessive craftsmanship that went into every link. His brother made it. His dead brother. Jungo's hands curl into fists at his sides. His pulse kicks hard against his ribs. For a moment he can't breathe, can't think past the roar of static in his head. He crosses the office in 4 strides. Anna looks up as he stops in front of her desk. Her expression stays neutral, but something flickers in her gray eyes. Confusion, maybe. Or fear. Who gave you that? His voice comes out rougher than he means. She blinks. I'm sorry? The necklace. He leans forward, bracing both hands on her desk. The wood creaks under his grip. Where did you get it? Anna's fingers drift to the choker, barely touching it. It was delivered this morning. No note, no return address. I thought... She pauses, frowning. I thought it was from a client, a thank you gift. Take it off. Excuse me? Take it off, now. Her hand moves to the clasp at the back of her neck. Jungo watches her fingers fumble, watches her brow furrow as she can't find the mechanism. There isn't one. Not a normal one. The necklace beeps. It's soft, almost inaudible, but Jungo hears it like a gunshot. A tiny red LED flickers to life beneath the center diamond. Anna freezes. What? Jungo grabs her wrist, pulls her hand away from the choker. Don't touch it. Don't move. Jungo, you're scaring me. He's already reaching for his phone, thumbing through contacts until he finds the one he needs. It rings twice before a clipped voice answers. Kenji, get to my office. Now. What's wrong? Just get here. He hangs up. Anna's still staring at him, her breathing shallow. The LED blinks in a steady rhythm, once every 3 seconds. Jungo knows that rhythm. He's seen it before, in a warehouse in Oakland, in the moments before everything burned. Listen to me, he says, keeping his voice level. I need you to stay calm. You're not making that easy. I know. He releases her wrist, steps back. That necklace isn't a gift. It's a device. Anna's face goes white. A device. Yeah. What kind of device? Jungo doesn't answer. He can't. Not yet. Not until Kenji confirms what he already knows in his gut. The office door opens. Kenji Mori steps through, 40 years old, half his face rebuilt with synthetic skin from a lab accident that Jungo doesn't ask about. He carries a black duffel bag and moves with the efficiency of a man who's disarmed bombs for a living. Show me, Kenji says. Anna turns in her chair. Kenji sets the bag on her desk, unzips it, pulls out a handheld scanner that looks like it belongs in a hospital. He waves it over the necklace, watching the screen. His expression doesn't change, but Jungo sees his jaw tighten. Talk to me, Jungo says. Kenji sets the scanner down. Binary neurotoxin delivery system. Microneedles embedded in the inner surface of each stone, currently retracted. Pressure sensors detect tampering. GPS tracker maintains a 5-mile perimeter. If she tries to remove it, if someone tries to cut it off, or if she leaves the designated area. The needles deploy, Jungo finishes. Yeah, 2 toxins mix on contact, dead in 90 seconds. Anna makes a sound that isn't quite a word. Her hand goes to her throat again, hovers over the stones without touching. How long? Jungo asks. Battery life, 48 hours. Maybe less if she moves around a lot. The device is monitoring her heart rate, her movement, everything. It's sophisticated. Military grade. Can you disable it? Kenji picks up the scanner again, runs another pass. Not without the deactivation code. This thing is locked tighter than anything I've seen outside of black market arms deals. Whoever built it knew what they were doing. Jungo already knows who built it. He just doesn't want to say it out loud. Saying it makes it real. Anna's breathing faster now. 48 hours, that's all I have? That's all any of us have, Jungo says, until we figure out who did this and why. But he already knows the why. He's known since the moment he saw the necklace. This is about him. The penthouse seals within 10 minutes. Jungo makes 3 calls and armed men flood the 42nd floor. 12 of them, ex-military, all loyal to him in the way that only blood money buys. The glass walls polarize, turning the windows into black mirrors that cut the city off completely. The illusion of a corporate office collapses. What's left is the machinery of something darker. Anna sits on the leather couch, her hands folded in her lap, the necklace catching the overhead lights. She hasn't said a word since Kenji explained what's wrapped around her throat. Jungo doesn't blame her. There's nothing to say that doesn't sound like a eulogy. He pours 2 fingers of whiskey into a glass, crosses the room and holds it out to her. Drink. She takes it but doesn't sip. I don't understand. Why me? Because of me. That's not an answer. It's the only one I've got right now. Anna finally looks up at him. Her eyes are red-rimmed but dry. Who did this? Jungo crouches in front of her, elbows on his knees. This close, he can see the faint scar above her left eyebrow from a car accident when she was 16. He can see the exhaustion she hides under makeup and caffeine. He can see the pulse hammering in her neck just below the stones. My brother, he says. You don't have a brother. I did. Ryujin. Older by 3 years. He died 10 years ago in a fire. Then how? He didn't die. Jungo stands, drains the whiskey in one swallow. I thought he did. Everyone did. But if he's the one who made that necklace, then he's alive. And he's coming for me. Anna sets the glass down on the coffee table. Her hands are shaking. Why would he come after you? Because I took something from him. What? Jungo looks at her. Really looks at her. At the woman who's worked beside him for 2 years without flinching, who never asks questions she didn't need answers to, who keeps his calendar and his secrets with equal precision. The woman he's wanted since the day she walked into his office for an interview and told him she didn't care what he did as long as the paycheck cleared. Everything, he says. Kenji appears in the doorway. We've got a problem. Jungo turns. What kind? The tracker. I pulled the GPS data. The perimeter isn't centered on this building. Where's the center? Kenji pulls up a map on his tablet, shows it to Jungo. A red circle pulses on the screen, 5 miles in radius. The center point sits in the middle of the bay. That doesn't make sense, Anna says, leaning forward to look. There's nothing there. There's a decommissioned cargo ship, Kenji says, anchored illegally about 3 miles offshore. No registration, no manifest. It's been sitting there for 2 weeks. Jungo's blood goes cold. He's on the ship. You think? I know. Anna stands. Then we go to the police, the FBI, someone. No. Jungo. No. He turns to face her. You go to the cops. They'll want to cut that thing off your neck. The second they try, you die. And even if they didn't, Ryujin would disappear. He's been dead for 10 years. He knows how to stay gone. So what do we do? Jungo looks at Kenji. Get me everything on that ship. Registration history, previous owners, cargo logs. I want to know who breathed on it in the last decade. Kenji nods, disappears back into the hallway. Anna crosses her arms. You still haven't told me why he'd do this. Because I'm the reason he's supposed to be dead. The words hang in the air like smoke. Anna doesn't move, doesn't speak. Jungo can see her processing, connecting dots he's kept hidden for 2 years. You tried to kill him, she says finally. Yeah. Why? Because he tried to kill me first. The story comes out in pieces. Jungo tells it while pacing the length of the office, his hands shoved in his pockets, his voice stripped of anything that sounds like regret. Anna listens from the couch, the whiskey glass forgotten beside her. We were born into this, Jungo says. The So Crime Syndicate. My grandfather built it from nothing. Smuggling, extortion, money laundering, anything that paid. By the time my father took over, we controlled half the port traffic on the West Coast. Ryujin was supposed to inherit. He was older, smarter, meaner. He had the vision. But he got greedy. Started skimming from the family accounts. Millions. He thought no one would notice because he was careful. He was wrong. Anna shifts on the couch. The necklace catches the light. Your father found out. Yeah, and he was going to kill Ryujin for it. Public execution, the whole ritual. I convinced him not to. Why? Jungo stops pacing. Because he was my brother, and I was stupid enough to think blood mattered. What happened? I brokered a deal. Ryujin would disappear, fake his death, take a cut of what he'd stolen, and never come back. In exchange, I'd take over the business and make sure the family stayed intact. Everyone agreed. We staged the fire in Oakland, warehouse full of accelerant, body burned beyond recognition, DNA samples that I made sure matched. It was clean. But he didn't stay gone. No. He took the money and vanished. Europe, maybe. Southeast Asia. I didn't care as long as he was breathing somewhere else. Jungo turns to look at Anna. And then you showed up wearing a necklace he designed. Anna touches the choker again, fingers trembling. How do you know he made it? Because I've seen his work before. Ryujin wasn't just a thief. He was an engineer, obsessive. He built things that didn't exist yet. Weapons, surveillance tech, delivery systems. That necklace is his signature. The craftsmanship, the paranoia, the elegance wrapped around something lethal. That's all him. So he came back. Yeah. For revenge. Yeah. Anna stands. Her legs look unsteady, but she stays upright. Then let him come. Let him face you. He won't. Jungo crosses to the window, stares at his reflection in the blackened glass. Ryujin doesn't fight head-on. He finds what you love, and he destroys it slowly. He wants me to watch you die, knowing I can't stop it. The silence stretches. Finally, Anna says, he thinks you love me. Jungo doesn't answer. Does he? Yeah. Why would he think that? Jungo turns. Anna's standing in the middle of the office, backlit by the overhead lights, the necklace gleaming at her throat like a noose made of stars. She looks fragile and unbreakable at the same time. Because he's right, Jungo says. Anna's breath catches. Jungo, I'm not asking for anything. I'm just telling you the truth. He shoves his hands back in his pockets. I've wanted you since the day you walked in here. I've kept my distance because you work for me and because I'm not the kind of man you build a life with. But Ryujin knows. He's always known how to see the things people try to hide. Anna doesn't move, doesn't speak. The LED on the necklace blinks. Once, twice, 3 times. How long have you known, she asks quietly, that I loved you? About 6 months. No. How long have you known that I loved you back? The floor drops out from under Jungo's feet. Anna takes a step closer. You're not the only one who's good at hiding things. Anna, I've been in love with you for a year, maybe longer. I didn't say anything because I didn't think you saw me that way, and because I knew what you were, what you did. I told myself it didn't matter as long as I kept the line clear. She laughs, sharp and bitter. Turns out the line was never there. Jungo closes the distance between them in 2 strides. He stops just short of touching her, his hands hovering near her shoulders. If I'd known. What? You would have acted on it? Anna tilts her head. You would have dragged me into your world? Made me a target? Yes. The honesty hits like a fist. Anna's eyes widen. I would have been selfish, Jungo says. I would have taken what I wanted and damn the consequences. But I didn't know. So I kept my mouth shut and I pretended I could live with just having you near me. Anna reaches up, cups his face with one hand. Her palm is warm. And now? Now you're dying because of me anyway. Then we might as well stop pretending. She kisses him. It's not soft. It's not careful. It's 2 years of want crashing into 48 hours of terror, desperation sharpening every nerve. Jungo's hands find her waist, pull her against him. Anna's fingers tangle in his hair. The necklace presses cold against his throat. When they break apart, both breathing hard, Jungo rests his forehead against hers. I'm going to find him, he says. I'm going to get that thing off you, and then I'm going to kill him. Okay? Okay? Anna steps back, smoothing her blouse. Okay, but right now I need you to tell me what happens if I fall asleep. Jungo goes still. What? Kenji said the device monitors my heart rate and movement. What happens if my vitals drop too low? Anna, what happens, Jungo? He can't look at her. The needles deploy. So I can't sleep. No. For 48 hours. We'll figure something out. Anna laughs again, sharper this time. Right, we'll figure it out. Just like we figured out how to not fall in love with each other. Jungo grabs her hand, pulls her back toward him. We will. I swear to you, we will. She wants to believe him. He can see it in her eyes, but the necklace blinks its steady red pulse, and the clock is already ticking. Kenji comes back an hour later with a file folder and a grim expression. The ship's registered to a shell company in Panama, he says, spreading documents across the conference table. But the money trail leads back to a private account in the Caymans. Guess who owns it? Ryujin, Jungo says. Close. Victor Philip. Anna's head snaps up. That's my father's name. Kenji slides a photograph across the table. Black and white surveillance shot. Grainy but clear enough. A man in his 60s, gray hair, expensive suit, shaking hands with someone whose face is turned away from the camera. Anna stares at the photo. I don't understand. My father's been out of my life for 15 years. He was a fixer for some crime family. I don't even know which one. He disappeared when I was 12. He worked for the SO syndicate, Jungo says quietly. For my family. Anna looks up. What? Victor Philip was one of my father's most trusted men. He handled the dirty work, bribes, blackmail, cleanup, and then he vanished with $10 million about a decade ago. We assumed Ryujin killed him for helping with the theft. But he didn't. No, they ran together. Anna sits down hard in one of the conference chairs. My father helped your brother steal from you. Yeah. And now he's helping him kill me. Jungo moves around the table, crouches beside her chair. We don't know that. Don't we? Anna's voice cracks. The necklace showed up this morning. No note, no return address. Who else would know where I live? Who else would have access? Kenji clears his throat. There's more. Jungo stands. What? The deactivation code. I've been running decryption protocols trying to brute force it, got nowhere. But I found something in the device's firmware, a secondary trigger. If Anna's heart rate exceeds 180 for more than 60 seconds, the needles deploy. So she can't panic, Jungo says, and she can't let her heart rate drop below 60. The device has a range. Too high, she dies. Too low, she dies. She has to stay in the sweet spot. Anna laughs. It's not a sane sound. So I have to stay calm but not too calm. Awake but not too awake. Alive but not too alive. We'll manage it, Jungo says. How? He doesn't have an answer. Kenji gathers the documents, shoves them back in the folder. I'll keep working on the code. Maybe I can find a back door, some way to bypass the system. But Jungo... What? This isn't random. Ryujin built this device specifically for Anna. He knows her vitals, her baseline, everything, which means he's been watching her for a while. How long? Months, maybe longer. Jungo's fists clench. Get out. What? Get out, both of you. I need to think. Kenji nods, leaves without argument. Anna stands but doesn't move toward the door. I'm not leaving, she says. Anna? No. You don't get to shut me out, not now. She crosses her arms. If I'm going to die, I'm going to do it understanding why. Jungo wants to argue, wants to send her somewhere safe, somewhere Ryujin can't reach. But there is no safe place. Not with that necklace around her throat. Fine, he says. But you need to eat something. Drink water. Keep your strength up. I'm not hungry. I don't care. He orders food from a Korean place 3 blocks away. Bibimbap, kimchi, grilled short ribs. It arrives 20 minutes later, delivered by one of his men who sets the bags on the conference table and leaves without a word. Jungo unpacks the containers, sets a plate in front of Anna. Eat! She picks up the chopsticks, stares at the food. I can't. You can. You will. Jungo, Your heart rate is already elevated. You're burning calories faster than normal. If you don't eat, you'll crash. And if you crash, I die. I know. Anna takes a bite, chews mechanically. Happy? No. They eat in silence. The office feels like a cage. Outside, the rain hasn't stopped. Jungo watches Anna push rice around her plate, watches the necklace rise and fall with her breathing. 48 hours. Less now. Closer to 45. His phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Enjoying the gift? Jungo's blood turns to ice. Another text. 44 hours left. Better make them count. Anna sees his expression. What is it? Jungo shows her the phone. She reads the messages, her face going pale. He's watching us, she says. Yeah. How? Jungo looks around the office. Cameras. There have to be cameras. Ryujin wouldn't build a trap without eyes inside. Another text. Tell Anna I said hello. Tell her I'm sorry it had to be this way. But you took everything from me, little brother. Now I take everything from you. Jungo throws the phone across the room. It shatters against the wall. Anna flinches. Jungo, he's playing games. He wants me angry, wants me reckless. Jungo forces himself to breathe. I'm not giving him that. What are you giving him? Jungo looks at her. At the woman he loves wearing a countdown around her neck. At the fear in her eyes and the steel in her spine. Everything I've got, he says. Night falls. The office stays lit. Anna sits on the couch, her legs tucked under her, exhaustion pulling at her features. She's been awake for 18 hours. She has another 30 to go. Jungo sits across from her, nursing a glass of whiskey he's not drinking. Kenji's in the next room, still working on the code. The armed men patrol the perimeter. The city outside is a ghost. Talk to me, Anna says. About what? Anything. I need to stay awake. Jungo sets the glass down. What do you want to know? Tell me about Ryujin, before he became this. Jungo leans back, stares at the ceiling. He was brilliant, scary smart. He could take apart a car engine and put it back together when he was 10. Built his first computer from scrap when he was 12. Our father loved him for it, loved that he had vision, ambition. I was just the spare. You don't strike me as a spare. I wasn't supposed to be here. Ryujin was the heir. I was the backup, the muscle. I learned how to fight, how to intimidate, how to hurt people because that's what the spare does. And Ryujin, He learned how to think 3 moves ahead of everyone else. When did it go wrong? When our father started losing his edge, getting old, making mistakes. Ryujin saw it before anyone else. He knew the syndicate wouldn't survive under weak leadership, so he decided to take over early. By stealing. By building a war chest. He siphoned money for 2 years before anyone noticed. By the time my father caught on, Ryujin had enough to fund his own operation. He was going to split the family, take half the network, and burn the rest. Anna shifts on the couch. So you stopped him? I tried. I made a deal instead. Thought I was being merciful. Jungo laughs bitterly. Turns out mercy just buys you time. You couldn't have known he'd come back. I should have. Ryujin doesn't forgive. He doesn't forget. He waits. And then he destroys. Anna's quiet for a moment. Then, what happened to your father? Cancer, 3 years ago. He died thinking Ryujin was already dead. I let him believe it. Do you regret it? Which part? Any of it. Jungo looks at her. I regret that you're caught in the middle. Anna's smile is sad. I walked into the middle myself. I knew what you were when I took this job. You didn't know this. No, but I stayed anyway. The LED blinks. Red. Red. Jungo stands, crosses to the couch, sits beside her, close enough to feel her warmth, close enough to count her heartbeats. Why did you stay? He asks. Anna doesn't hesitate. Because I needed the money. That's not why. No, but it's easier to say. Tell me the real reason. She looks at him, gray eyes, clear and tired and unflinching. Because I wanted to know if you were worth it. And? I'm still deciding. Jungo almost laughs. Fair! Anna leans into him, just a little, just enough. Tell me something true. Like what? Like what happens if we don't figure this out in time? We will. Jungo. Anna. Tell me. He closes his eyes. You die. And I burn everything to the ground trying to follow you. She takes his hand, threads her fingers through his. That's dramatic. It's true. I know. They sit like that for a while. The rain drums against the windows. The necklace blinks. The clock ticks down. Anna's breathing starts to slow. Jungo feels it, the way her body sags against his, the way her hand goes slack in his grip. Anna, no response. Anna, stay with me. Her eyes flutter. Tired. Jungo grabs her shoulders, shakes her gently. I know, but you can't sleep, not yet. Just for a minute, no. Her heart rate is dropping. He can see it in the way her chest rises and falls, slower, deeper. The necklace registers it. The LED flickers. Jungo does the only thing he can think of. He kisses her, hard, desperate, pouring everything he feels into the press of his mouth against hers. Anna gasps against him, her hands flying to his chest. Her heart rate spikes. The LED steadies. When he pulls back, Anna's wide awake, her pupils blown, her breathing ragged. What the hell? Your heart rate dropped, Jungo says. I had to bring it back up. Anna stares at him. By kissing me. Yeah. That's your plan? It worked, didn't it? She laughs. It's shaky but real. You're insane. Probably. Anna touches his face. Her hand is still trembling. Do it again. What? Kiss me again. I'm still tired. I need... Her voice breaks. I need to stay awake. Jungo pulls her into his lap, frames her face with his hands. Okay. This time, the kiss is slower, deeper. A lifeline disguised as want. Anna's arms wrap around his neck. Jungo's hands find her waist, her back, the curve of her spine. The necklace presses cold between them. They break apart only when breathing becomes critical. Better? Jungo asks. Anna nods, her forehead against his. Yeah, better. The LED blinks. Steady, stable. Jungo holds her while the rain hammers the glass and the city sleeps and the clock runs out. And somewhere offshore, on a ship with no name, Ryujin watches through hidden cameras and smiles. The first 24 hours bleed into a haze of adrenaline and exhaustion. Anna doesn't sleep, can't sleep. Every time her eyelids droop, Jungo's there, touching her shoulder, kissing her awake, forcing coffee down her throat. The necklace blinks its steady rhythm. Red, red, red. A metronome counting down to nothing. By hour 26, Anna's hands shake when she lifts the coffee cup. Her eyes are glassy, bloodshot. She sits at the conference table, surrounded by empty takeout containers and crumpled napkins, staring at nothing. Jungo watches her from across the room. He hasn't slept either, but he's used to this. The burn behind his eyes, the weight in his limbs. He's pulled 3-day shifts running operations, staying sharp on nicotine and spite. Anna's not built for this. She's barely holding on. Kenji walks in carrying a tablet. "I've got something." Jungo straightens. "What?" "The deactivation code. I can't crack it, but I found the encryption pattern. It's a 16-digit alphanumeric sequence, custom algorithm. Ryujin built it from scratch, which means there's no backdoor, no master key. Someone has to input the code manually. Who has it? Whoever put the necklace on her." Anna's head snaps up. "My father." Kenji nods. "Most likely." The delivery was hand-couriered to your apartment building. Security footage shows a man matching Victor Phillips' description dropping off the package at 0600 yesterday morning. "Show me." Kenji swipes across the tablet, pulls up a grainy video. Black and white footage of an apartment lobby. A man in a baseball cap and dark jacket walks in, sets a small box on the reception desk, and walks out. The whole thing takes 11 seconds. His face never fully appears on camera. "That's him," Anna says quietly. "That's my father." Jungo leans over her shoulder, studies the screen. The man moves with purpose, no hesitation. He knows the building, knows the cameras, knows exactly how to avoid being identified. "Where is he now?" Jungo asks. "Unknown. He's not using credit cards, not staying in hotels under his own name. He's a ghost." Anna stands so fast her chair tips backward. "Then we find him." "How?" "I don't know, but he's my father. He knows me. There has to be—" She stops, her hand going to her temple. Her face goes pale. Jungo's beside her in 2 steps. "What's wrong?" "Dizzy. I'm just—" Anna sways. Jungo catches her before she hits the floor. "When did you last eat?" "I don't know. This morning?" "That was 8 hours ago." Jungo guides her back to the couch, forces her to sit. "You need food. Real food, not coffee." "I'm not hungry." "I don't care." Anna laughs weakly. "You keep saying that because you keep arguing." Kenji's already moving toward the door. "I'll order something." "Make it fast." When they're alone, Jungo crouches in front of Anna, checks her pulse. Fast, but steady. 120, within range. The necklace blinks its approval. "Talk to me," he says. "About what?" "Your father. When's the last time you saw him?" Anna closes her eyes. 15 years ago. I was 12. He left for work one morning and never came back. My mother got a letter 2 weeks later, no return address, just a note saying he was sorry. That was it. "Did he say why?" "No, but I heard things later, rumors that he'd gotten mixed up with criminals, that he owed money, that he ran to save us." She opens her eyes. "I didn't believe it. I thought he just didn't want us anymore." "And now?" "Now I know he was working for your family, stealing for your brother, running because your father would have killed him." Anna's voice hardens. "He left us to save himself." "You don't know that." "Don't I?" She touches the necklace. "He put this on me, Jungo. He delivered it himself, hand-couriered it like a fucking gift basket. Whatever loyalty I thought he had, whatever love, it's gone. He sold me out." Jungo wants to argue, wants to tell her there might be another explanation. But he's seen too much, knows too many men who chose survival over everything else. Victor Philip wouldn't be the first to sacrifice his daughter for a payday. "We'll find him," Jungo says. "And when we do, I'll make him give up the code." "And if he won't?" "He will." Anna studies his face. "You're going to hurt him." "Yes." "Good." The word is cold. Final. Jungo sees the shift in her eyes, the softness hardening into something sharp. Grief turning to rage. He knows that transformation. He's lived it. Kenji comes back with food, pho from a Vietnamese place in the Tenderloin. The broth is rich, fatty, the smell filling the office. Anna eats mechanically, spooning noodles into her mouth without tasting them. Jungo watches her, every bite, every swallow. How much time left? Anna asks. Kenji checks his watch. 21 hours, 40 minutes. Anna sets the bowl down. Then we need to move faster. We're doing everything we can. It's not enough. Anna, don't. She stands, starts pacing. The movement is jerky, agitated. Don't tell me to stay calm. Don't tell me we'll figure it out. We're running out of time, and the only person who can save me is a man who wants me dead. Jungo stands too. That's not true. Isn't it? Ryujin built this. My father delivered it. They're working together, which means they both knew what would happen when I put it on. Your father didn't know you'd wear it. Anna laughs bitterly. Of course he did. He knows me. Knows I'd assume it was a gift, that I'd put it on without thinking. He's been gone for 15 years, but he still knows exactly how to manipulate me. Jungo crosses to her, grabs her shoulders. Stop. Why? Because your heart rate is spiking. 140, 150. You need to breathe. Anna tries to pull away, but Jungo holds firm. Let go. No. Jungo, breathe now. She glares at him. Her chest heaves. The necklace flickers, red light pulsing faster, matching her racing heart. 160. 170. Anna, listen to me. Jungo's voice drops, goes quiet. I know you're scared. I know this is hell. But if you panic, you die. And I can't. His hands tighten on her shoulders. I can't watch that happen. Something breaks in Anna's expression. The rage crumbles, leaving exhaustion in its wake. She sags forward, forehead pressing against Jungo's chest. I'm so tired, she whispers. I know. I don't know how to do this. You just keep breathing, that's all. Anna's arms wrap around his waist. Jungo holds her, one hand on the back of her head, feeling the tremor in her body. The necklace presses cold against his sternum. He can feel her heartbeat through her ribs. Too fast, too hard. We're going to that ship, Anna says into his shirt. What? She pulls back, looks up at him. The cargo ship, where Ryujin is. We're going. No. Yes. Anna, that's exactly what he wants. I don't care. We're out of options. Kenji can't crack the code. My father's gone. The only way forward is through Ryujin. Jungo shakes his head. It's a trap. Of course it's a trap, but we're already in it. We might as well spring it on our terms. You'll die. I'm dying anyway. At least this way I go down fighting. Jungo wants to lock her in the office, surround her with armed men, keep her safe, until… what? Until the timer runs out? Until the needles deploy and he watches the light leave her eyes? If we go, he says slowly, we go prepared. Full team. Weapons. Exit strategy. Anna nods. Okay. And you stay behind me the entire time. Jungo, Ishiichiko. Non-negotiable. You're not trained for this. You're exhausted. You're scared. And you've got a bomb around your neck. You stay behind me or we don't go at all. Anna's jaw tightens, but she nods again. Fine. Kenji clears his throat. Both of them turn. He's standing by the door, tablet in hand, expression unreadable. If you're serious about this, Kenji says, we need to move now. The weather's getting worse. Coast Guard's issuing small craft warnings. If we wait too long, we won't be able to reach the ship at all. Jungo looks at Anna. Her eyes are clear despite the exhaustion. Determined. She's made her choice. Gear up, Jungo says to Kenji. We leave in 20, Petir. The boat is a 30-foot speedboat, black hull, no running lights. Jungo keeps it docked at a private marina in Sausalito for exactly this kind of situation, when he needs to move fast and invisible. The rain's coming down in sheets now, the bay choppy and gray. Anna stands on the dock wearing a tactical vest that's too big for her hair plastered to her face. You don't have to do this, Jungo says. Yes, I do. Anna, I'm not arguing about this again. Jungo hands her a pistol, Glock 19 standard issue. You know how to use this? Point and shoot, right? Safety's here, triggers heavy, aim center mass. Anna takes the gun, checks the chamber like she's seen it done in movies. Jungo doesn't correct her. There's no time for a training course. Kenji's already on the boat, running pre-flight checks. 4 other men join them: Takeshi, Marcus, Chen, and Dimitri. All ex-military, all loyal, all armed to the teeth. They cast off at 2:14 a.m. The city disappears behind them, swallowed by fog and rain. The boat cuts through the water, engine roaring, bow slapping against the waves. Anna sits in the cabin, gripping the bench seat, the necklace catching the red glow of the instrument panel. Jungo stands at the helm, hands steady on the wheel. The GPS shows the ship 3 miles out, dead ahead. He knows this is insane, knows he's walking Anna straight into Ryujin's hands, but she's right. They're out of options. The clock's down to 18 hours. If they don't move now, she dies in an office surrounded by takeout containers and broken promises. At least this way, she dies trying. The ship appears like a ghost, massive, rusted, listing slightly to starboard. No lights, no movement. It looks abandoned, but Jungo knows better. Ryujin's inside, waiting. "Cut the engine," Jungo orders. Kenji kills the motor. The boat drifts, silent except for the slap of waves against the hull. Jungo scans the ship through night vision binoculars. 3 decks, multiple entry points, 1,000 places to hide. "We board on the port side," Jungo says. Takeshi and Marcus go first, clear the lower deck. Chen and Dimitri cover the exits. "Kenji, you're with me and Anna." "Copy that," Takeshi says. They deploy a grappling line, haul the boat alongside the ship. The hull looms above them, streaked with rust and seaweed. Takeshi goes up first, moving like a spider. Marcus follows. Then Chen and Dimitri. Jungo turns to Anna. "Last chance to stay on the boat." "Not happening." "Then stay close." He goes up the line hand over hand, feeling the burn in his shoulders, the rain making everything slick. At the top, he rolls over the railing onto the deck. Anna comes up behind him, slower but steady. Kenji brings up the rear. The deck is empty, silent, just the sound of rain drumming on metal. Takeshi's voice crackles through the radio. "Lower deck clear, moving to second level." "Copy." Jungo draws his weapon, moves toward the nearest hatch. Anna follows, her breathing loud in the quiet. The hatch opens onto a narrow stairwell, dark and cramped. Jungo flicks on a flashlight, starts descending. The air inside smells like oil and decay. Water drips from the ceiling. Their footsteps echo on the metal grating. At the bottom, a corridor stretches in both directions, left toward the engine room, right toward crew quarters. Jungo chooses right. The first door they pass is open. Inside, a small cabin, empty except for a rusted bunk and a broken chair. The second door is locked. Jungo kicks it open. Another empty cabin. "This doesn't feel right," Anna whispers. "I know." They keep moving. Third door, fourth. All empty. It's like the ship's been gutted, stripped of everything but bones. Then Jungo sees it. At the end of the corridor, a door with light bleeding out from underneath. Not flashlight. Electric light. Power. He raises his fist, signaling stop. Anna freezes behind him. Kenji moves up to flank. "On 3, Jungo mouths. 1, 2, 3. He kicks the door open, sweeps the room with his weapon. Inside, a cargo hold converted into something else. Monitors line the walls, dozens of them, all showing live feeds. Jungo's office, the penthouse, the boat, every angle, every moment. They've been watched the entire time. And in the center of the room, sitting in a chair with his hands folded, is Victor Philip, Anna's father. He looks older than in the surveillance photo. Gray hair thinning, face lined with age and something that might be regret. He wears a simple button-down and slacks, no jacket. His hands are clean, no blood, no dirt. Just the hands of a man who's made terrible choices. "Hello, Anna," he says. Anna's gun comes up, shaking. "Where's the code?" "It's good to see you too." "Where is the code?" Victor sighs, stands slowly. Jungo's weapon tracks him. "There's a lot we need to talk about. I don't want to talk. I want the code. I can't give it to you." Anna's finger tightens on the trigger. "Yes, you can." "No." Victor's voice is calm, too calm. "I mean, I literally can't. I don't have it." Jungo steps forward. "You put the necklace on her. You delivered it yourself." "Yes." "Then you know the code." "No." Ryujin never gave it to me. I was just the courier, the delivery man. That's all I've ever been. Anna makes a sound like a wounded animal. You're lying. I'm not. Then why? Why do this? Why help him? Victor's face twists. Because he has something I need. What? Your mother. The words land like a bomb. Anna staggers back. Jungo catches her arm, keeps her upright. The necklace blinks. Red, red, red. That's not possible, Anna says. She's dead. She died 6 years ago. Cancer. That's what you were told. Victor takes a step closer. Jungo's gun swings up, stops him. But she's alive. Ryujin found her 3 years ago. Took her. He's been holding her ever since, using her as leverage to make me do what he wants. You're lying. I wish I was. Anna's breathing faster now, heart rate climbing, 130, 140. The necklace registers it, LED flickering faster. Prove it, Jungo says. Victor reaches into his pocket slowly. Jungo's finger moves to the trigger. Victor pulls out a phone, swipes across the screen, holds it up. A video plays. A woman in her 50s, thin and pale, sitting in a bare room. She looks directly at the camera. Anna, if you're seeing this, I'm so sorry. I never wanted... Her voice cracks. Your father's telling the truth. I'm alive. And I need you to do exactly what he says, or they'll... The video cuts off. Anna's knees buckle. Jungo holds her up, but barely. Her face is white, her eyes wide and glassy. Where is she? Anna's voice is barely a whisper. I don't know. Ryujin moves her every few weeks. Different locations, always isolated. He sends me proof of life once a month. That video is 3 days old. So you helped him? Yes. You put this necklace on me to save her. Yes. Anna laughs. It's broken, jagged. You traded me for her. Anna, you traded your daughter for your wife. You chose. It's not that simple. Yes, it is. Anna pulls away from Jungo, stands on her own. The gun hangs loose in her hand. You made a choice. You've always made choices, and every single time you chose wrong. Victor's face crumbles. I'm sorry. I don't care. Anna, please. Ooh. Where's Ryujin? Victor hesitates. Where is he? Third deck, forward hold. But Anna, you can't... Anna's already moving. Jungo grabs her arm. Wait. For what? More lies? More excuses? She jerks free. I'm done waiting. She's out the door before Jungo can stop her. He swears, follows. Behind him, Kenji grabs Victor by the collar, slams him against the wall. If she dies, Kenji says quietly, you die. Understood? Victor nods. Jungo catches up to Anna in the corridor. She's running now, boots clanging on the metal grating, the gun still in her hand. Her heart rates through the roof, 160, 170. Anna, stop! She doesn't. Jungo tackles her at the base of the next stairwell. They go down hard, his body cushioning her fall. The gun skitters across the floor. Anna fights him, all elbows and knees in desperation. Get off me! Not until you calm down. I can't! She's hyperventilating now, chest heaving, tears streaming down her face. He's had my mother this whole time, 3 years, and I thought she was dead. I mourned her. I know. Jungo pins her wrists, holds her still. I know, but if you don't breathe, you die, right here, right now, and then none of this matters. Anna's still struggling, but weaker now. The necklace is blinking rapidly. 175, 180, critical threshold. Anna, look at me. She does. Eyes red, face soaked with rain and tears. Breathe with me. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Come on. She tries. Fails. Tries again. In, out, in, out. Slowly her heart rate drops. 170, 160, 150. The LED slows its pulse. Jungo loosens his grip, helps her sit up. Better? Anna nods, wiping her face. I'm sorry. Don't be. I thought I had nothing left to lose. Turns out I was wrong. Jungo retrieves the gun, hands it back to her. Your mother's alive. That's good. Is it? She's been a prisoner for 3 years because of me, because my father couldn't choose, because Ryujin needed leverage. Anna's voice hardens again. So yeah, she's alive. But for how long? We'll get her back. How? We can't even save me. Jungo doesn't have an answer. The clock's down to 16 hours. They're standing in the bowels of a decommissioned ship with a man who wants them dead waiting somewhere above. The odds are 0. But Anna's still breathing, still fighting. That's enough for now. The radio crackles. Takeshi's voice, urgent. Jungo, we've got movement on the 3rd deck. Multiple hostiles. They know we're here. Copy. Fall back to position Alpha. Negative. They've got us pinned. We need... Gunfire erupts through the radio. Then static. Takeshi! Jungo keys the mic. Takeshi, respond! Nothing. Marcus, Chen, anyone? Silence. Anna's face goes pale. They're dead. We don't know that. Jungo? We don't know, but he does. He knows Ryujin. Knows how he operates. Knows that his men just walked into a kill box and there's nothing left but bodies. More footsteps above them. Heavy. Multiple sets. We need to move, Kenji says, appearing at the bottom of the stairs with Victor in tow. They're coming down. Jungo grabs Anna's hand. This way. They run deeper into the ship, away from the sounds of pursuit. The corridors twist and narrow, leading them into the guts of the vessel. Engine room. Maintenance tunnels. Places that smell like rust and death. Behind them, voices echo. Orders barked in Korean. The sound of boots on metal. They reach a dead end, a sealed hatch with a wheel lock, painted red. Help me, Jungo says to Kenji. They both grip the wheel, turn. It's rusted, stubborn. Behind them, the footsteps are getting closer. Hurry, Anna whispers. The wheel gives. The hatch swings open. Inside, a cargo hold, vast and empty except for shipping containers stacked 3 high. They pile through. Jungo spins the wheel from the inside, sealing them in. That won't hold long, Kenji says. It doesn't have to. Jungo scans the space. 1 exit on the far side. No cover except the containers. No good options. Anna leans against a container, breathing hard. The necklace blinks. Her heart rate's elevated but stable. 120. Victor sits on the floor, head in his hands. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Shut up, Anna says. I never wanted this. I said shut up. Your mother is a prisoner because of you, Anna rounds on him. You think saying sorry fixes that? You think it erases 15 years? No, but I need you to understand. I understand perfectly. You're a coward. You always have been. Victor flinches like she hit him. The hatch shudders. Someone's working the wheel from the outside. Jungo raises his weapon. Kenji, take the right flank. Victor, get behind that container. Anna, I'm staying with you. Anna, I'm staying with you. The hatch bursts open. 6 men pour through, armed with automatic rifles. Jungo and Kenji open fire. The cargo hold erupts into chaos. Muzzle flashes, ricochets, the deafening crack of gunfire in a confined space. Anna drops behind a container covering her ears. The necklace blinks wildly. Her heart rate spikes. 160. 170. Jungo empties his magazine, drops 2 men. Kenji takes out another. But there are too many. They're advancing, spreading out, using the containers for cover. We need to move, Kenji shouts. Jungo grabs Anna, hauls her to her feet. They run for the far exit, bullets chewing up the metal around them. Victor stumbles after them, slower. A round catches him in the shoulder. He goes down with a scream. Anna stops. Dad! Keep going. No! She runs back. Jungo swears, follows. Anna drags Victor to his feet, his blood soaking her vest. Together they half carry, half drag him toward the exit. Kenji provides covering fire. Walking backward. Magazine running dry. He reloads on the move, smooth and practiced. They reach the exit, a narrow passage leading up. Jungo goes first, weapon raised. The stairs are steep, slick with condensation. Anna and Victor come next, Victor leaving a blood trail. Kenji brings up the rear, still firing. At the top, another corridor, but this one's different. Clean, well-lit, power running through it. And at the far end, a door. Heavy, steel reinforced. With a digital lock. Jungo's blood runs cold. "It's a trap," Kenji says. "Yeah." Anna's still holding Victor, who's barely conscious now. Blood runs down his arm, drips onto the floor. "We don't have a choice." She's right. Behind them, the gunfire stopped. The men are regrouping, reloading. In 30 seconds, they'll storm the stairs. Jungo approaches the door. The digital lock shows a keypad. 16 digits required. "The code," Anna says. "It wants the code." "We don't have it." "Then try something. Anything." Jungo looks at the necklace. At the red LED blinking in time with Anna's heartbeat. At the 16 diamonds set in platinum. 16. He has an idea. It's insane, but they're past sanity now. "Kenji, give me your scanner." Kenji tosses it over. Jungo waves it over the necklace, watching the readout. The device emits a signal, low frequency, pulsed, and encoded in that pulse is data, a 16-digit sequence. "It's the necklace," Jungo says. "The code's in the necklace." "How do we extract it?" "We don't. Footsteps on the stairs. No time. Jungo presses the necklace directly against the keypad. The scanner's still reading the signal. He prays to something, anything, that this works. The keypad beeps. Access granted. The door slides open. Beyond it, a room. Clinical. White walls. Surgical lights. And in the center, strapped to a medical chair, Anna's mother. Alive. Thin. Pale. But alive. Anna's sob is raw. "Mom?" The woman's head lifts. Recognition floods her eyes. "Anna? Oh God, Anna!" But there's no time for reunion, because from the shadows behind the chair, Ryujin steps forward. He looks exactly like Jungo, same height, same build, same sharp features. But his eyes are different, cold, empty. The eyes of a man who burned his humanity in a fire 10 years ago and never looked back. "Hello, little brother," Ryujin says. "I was hoping you'd make it." He raises a gun, points it at Anna's mother. "Now," he says, "let's talk about what you took from me." The gun in Ryujin's hand doesn't waver. It's pointed directly at Anna's mother's temple, the muzzle close enough that the woman flinches with every breath Ryujin takes. Her eyes are locked on Anna, desperate, terrified, pleading without words. Jungo raises his weapon, aims at his brother's head. "Let her go!" Ryujin smiles. It's the same smile Jungo remembers from childhood, the one that always preceded something cruel. "Put the gun down, little brother. You know how this works. Let her go and we talk." "We're already talking, and if you don't lower that weapon in 3 seconds, I paint the wall with her brain matter." Anna makes a strangled sound. Her own gun shakes in her hand, pointed at nothing, useless. The necklace blinks faster. 150. 160. "Do it," Ryujin says. "Drop it. Now." Jungo's finger tightens on the trigger. He could take the shot. He's made harder ones. But Ryujin knows that. Knows Jungo won't risk hitting the woman. Not with Anna watching. He lowers the gun. Sets it on the floor. "Kick it away." Jungo does. "Good. Now the rest of you. Weapons on the ground. Kenji, I know you've got at least 2 more pieces on you. Don't make me ask twice." Kenji pulls a backup pistol from his ankle holster, another from his waistband, places them carefully on the floor. Victor's already unarmed, slumped against Anna, bleeding from his shoulder. "Anna," Ryujin says, his voice softening into something almost gentle. "Put down the gun, sweetheart. You're not going to use it." "You don't know that." "Yes, I do. You're not a killer. You're a good person who made the mistake of loving a bad man. Now put it down before someone gets hurt." Anna's hand trembles. The gun wavers. Then she sets it down, kicks it toward Ryujin's feet. "There we go." Ryujin adjusts his aim slightly, still on Anna's mother, but more relaxed now. "Everyone comfortable?" "Good. Let's have a conversation." "What do you want?" Jungo asks. "What I've always wanted. What you took from me 10 years ago." "I didn't take anything. You stole from the family. You got caught. That's on you. Ryujin's smile vanishes. I built that empire. Me. While you were playing enforcer, breaking kneecaps and collecting debts, I was designing the infrastructure that made us untouchable. I created shell companies in 17 countries. I built laundering pipelines that moved $500 million a year without a single flag. I made us invisible. And you skimmed 10 million off the top. I took what I earned, what I deserved. Ryujin's voice cracks with rage. But father couldn't see that. All he saw was betrayal. And you convinced him to let me live. You made me into a ghost. You thought you were being merciful. I was. No. You were being selfish. You wanted the empire for yourself, so you negotiated my death, took my place, and spent 10 years building your reputation on my work. Ryujin steps closer to Anna's mother, the gun barrel now pressed against her skull. She whimpers. You stole my life, Jungo. My legacy. My future. Everything. Anna's voice cuts through. So you're taking mine? Ryujin looks at her. Really looks. You were never supposed to matter. You were just the assistant, the pretty face who scheduled meetings and answered phones. But then I started watching, 6 months ago. I hacked the office cameras, monitored every conversation, every glance, and I saw it. Saw what? The way he looked at you, the way you looked at him, the way you both pretended there was nothing there. Ryujin laughs. It was beautiful, tragic, two people drowning in something they couldn't admit. I knew if I waited long enough, the truth would surface. And it did. So you built this. Anna touches the necklace. A death collar, just to prove a point. Not just to prove a point, to make him suffer. Ryujin shifts his attention back to Jungo. You took everything from me, so I'm taking everything from you, slowly, painfully. I'm going to make you watch the woman you love die knowing you can't save her. Then I'm going to kill her mother in front of her. Then I'm going to kill you. In that order. Jungo's hands curl into fists. You're insane. I'm thorough. There's a difference. Kenji speaks up, voice calm despite the situation. The code. You have it. Of course I have it. I designed the device. 16 digits, alphanumeric, randomized daily. Even if you'd cracked the encryption, the sequence would have changed before you could use it. Give it to us. Why would I do that? Because this isn't about Anna. It's about Jungo and you. She's collateral damage. Let her go and settle this between brothers. Ryujin considers this, then shakes his head. No, see, that's where you're wrong. This is exactly about Anna, because Jungo doesn't care about empires or money or power. He cares about her, and the only way to truly destroy him is to take her away. Anna's breathing faster. Her heart rate climbs, 170. The necklace flickers dangerously. How much time does she have left? Ryujin asks conversationally. Kenji checks his watch. 13 hours? 20 minutes. Plenty of time. We can really draw this out. Jungo takes a step forward. You want me? Fine. Take me. Let them go. Anna, her mother, all of them. And I'll give you whatever you want. What I want is to watch you break. Then you'll get it. Just let her go first. Ryujin appears to consider this. His finger rests on the trigger, casual and terrifying. You'd trade yourself for her, knowing what I'll do to you? Yes. Knowing I'll make it last? Days? Maybe weeks? Knowing you'll beg for death long before I grant it? Yes. Anna's voice cracks. Jungo, no. It's the only play we have. I won't let you. You don't have a choice. Ryujin watches this exchange with something like amusement. How noble, how romantic. But you're missing the point, little brother. I don't want just you. I want both of you to suffer, separately, together, in every configuration that maximizes pain. He leans down, whispers something to Anna's mother. She starts crying harder. What did you say to her? Anna demands. I told her the truth. That her daughter has less than 13 hours to live. That her husband traded her life for her daughter's freedom and failed at both. That everyone she loves is going to die in this room, and there's nothing she can do about it. Victor tries to stand, falls back. Blood soaks through his shirt. You promised. You said if I delivered the necklace, you'd let her go. I lied. The words are simple, final. Victor's face crumbles. But you gave me proof of life. You showed me she was okay. You said, I said what you needed to hear to make you compliant. It worked. You delivered the necklace. Anna put it on, and now we're here. Ryujin shrugs. You should have known better than to trust me, Victor. You helped me fake my death 10 years ago. You know exactly what I'm capable of. Anna stares at her father. You knew. You knew he was alive this whole time. Victor won't meet her eyes. Anna, you knew and you never told me. Never warned me. You just... Her voice breaks. You just let me walk into this. I was trying to save your mother. By killing me? I thought I could fix it. I thought if I just did what he wanted, he'd keep his word. I thought... Victor's crying now, ugly and desperate. I thought I could save you both. You thought wrong. The necklace beeps. A different sound, higher pitched, urgent. Everyone freezes. Kenji's face goes white. That's the low battery warning. How long? Jungo asks. An hour, maybe less. That's impossible. We had 13 hours. The heart rate spikes. The stress. She's burning through the battery faster than projected. Kenji looks at Anna. You need to calm down. Now. Anna laughs. It's not a sane sound. Calm down. Right. Because that's easy when there's a gun pointed at my mother and a ticking time bomb around my neck. Anna ikim isimam ain. I can't do this anymore. I can't. She sways. Jungo catches her before she falls. The necklace beeps again. Faster now. Irregular. Ryujin watches with clinical interest. Fascinating, the device is adapting to her stress response. It's learning. I didn't program that feature. Must be an emergent property of the neural interface. There is no neural interface, Kenji says. It's just a delivery system. Is it? Look closer. The microneedles aren't just positioned against her skin, they're partially embedded, sampling her blood chemistry, adjusting the toxin mixture in real time based on her cortisol levels, her adrenaline, everything. Ryujin sounds almost proud. It's not just going to kill her, it's going to kill her in the most efficient way possible, personalized execution. Anna's knees buckle. Jungo lowers her to the floor, supports her weight. Her pulse is visible in her throat. Too fast. Too hard. The necklace blinks like a strobe. Give me the code, Jungo says. His voice is flat, empty. Please. No. Ryujin. I said no. I'm going to watch her die, and you're going to watch with me. Front row seats to the end of everything you care about. Jungo looks at his brother, at the man who shares his face, his blood, his history, at the monster wearing a familiar skin. I'm sorry, Jungo says quietly. Ryujin frowns. What? I'm sorry I didn't kill you 10 years ago. I should have. I should have put a bullet in your head and burned the body myself, but I thought... His voice cracks. I thought there was something in you worth saving, some piece of the brother I grew up with. I was wrong. Yes, you were. If I get another chance, I won't make the same mistake. Ryujin's smile returns. You won't get another chance. Anna's breathing changes, shallow, rapid. Her eyes lose focus. Anna! Jungo shakes her. Stay with me. Can't. So tired. I know, but you have to fight. Why? What's the point? The point is, you're still alive, right now, right here. That matters. Does it? Her heart rate drops. 90. 80. The necklace registers the change. A new alarm sounds, 3 short beeps, repeating. That's the failsafe, Kenji says. If her heart rate drops below 60, the needles deploy. 70, 65. Jungo does the only thing he can think of. He kisses her, hard, desperate, pouring everything he feels into the press of his mouth against hers. Anna gasps against him. Her heart rate spikes. 100, 120. When he pulls back, her eyes are clearer. That's your solution? Kiss me to death? It's working, isn't it? For now. The necklace stabilizes. 105. Steady. Ryujin claps slowly. Bravo. Very touching, but you can't keep that up for an hour. Eventually, she'll crash. And when she does, he mimes an explosion with his free hand. Anna's looking at her mother now. at the woman strapped to the chair, tears streaming down her face. Mom, I'm so sorry. Don't. Don't apologize. This isn't your fault. Isn't it? If I'd never met Jungo, never taken the job, then you'd be somewhere else, living a different life. But you wouldn't be you, and I wouldn't trade who you are for anything. Even if it kills us both? Her mother's smile is sad, broken. Even then, Victor makes a choking sound. I can fix this. He tries to stand again, gets halfway up before his legs give out. The blood loss is catching up. His face is gray, slick with sweat. You can't fix anything, Anna says. You never could. Anna, please, stop. Just stop talking. Every word out of your mouth is a lie or an excuse. I'm done listening. Ryujin watches this family fracture with evident satisfaction. This is better than I planned. I thought I'd have to work harder to break you. Turns out you're doing it to yourselves. Kenji's still staring at the necklace, scanner in hand. There's something else. What? Jungo asks. The signal. It's not just monitoring her vitals. It's transmitting them. To where? Everywhere. The device is broadcasting her heart rate, her location, everything on an open channel. Anyone with the right equipment could track it. Ryujin's smile widens. Insurance. In case someone tried to block the signal or remove the necklace by force. The second the broadcast stops, a dead man's switch activates. Boom. So even if you somehow manage to get it off her, cutting the transmission kills her anyway. You thought of everything. I had 10 years to plan this. Yes, I thought of everything. Anna's voice is barely a whisper. What do you want? Really? Because if this is just about revenge, about hurting Jungo, you've already won. So what's the end game? What happens after I'm dead? Ryujin considers the question. Honestly, I don't know. I've been so focused on getting here that I haven't thought much about after. Maybe I disappear again. Maybe I take over what's left of the family business. Maybe I just enjoy watching Jungo destroy himself. He shrugs. The beauty of revenge is that it doesn't need an endgame. The suffering is the point. That's empty, says the woman with an hour to live. Anna laughs. It's sharp, bitter. At least I'll die having felt something real. What have you felt in 10 years? Rage? Hate? That's not living. That's just existing in a loop of your own making. Don't psychoanalyze me. Why not? You've been psychoanalyzing us for months, watching, waiting, learning our patterns. You know everything about our lives, but we know nothing about yours. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Who have you become? Ryujin's expression hardens. No one. I became no one. Because you, he points the gun at Jungo, erased me, turned me into a ghost story, a cautionary tale. I've lived in shadows for a decade because of you. You chose that. I offered you a way out. You offered me exile. Better than death. No. Ryujin's control cracks. Death would have been cleaner. Death would have been final. But you made me live with it every day, every year, knowing what I lost, knowing I could never come back. Do you have any idea what that does to a person? Yeah, I do, because I've spent 10 years thinking I killed my brother, carrying that weight, wondering if there was another way. Jungo's voice drops. So yeah, I know exactly what it does. The room goes silent except for Anna's ragged breathing and the steady beep of the necklace. Finally, Ryujin speaks. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. We're past the point of understanding each other. We're just... He pauses. We're just two men who used to be brothers, and now we're enemies. That's all that's left. It doesn't have to be. Yes, it does. Anna's mother speaks up, her voice hoarse. If you're going to kill us, just do it. Stop dragging this out. Ryujin looks at her almost fondly. I'm not going to kill you, Mrs. Phillip. You're the only innocent in this room. When this is over, I'm going to let you go. You'll walk out of here and spend the rest of your life knowing you survived while your daughter didn't. That's punishment enough. You're a monster. Yes, but I'm a monster your husband helped create. He taught me how to disappear, how to falsify records, how to become someone else. Without Victor, I'd be dead. So really, you should be thanking him for your suffering. Victor's sobbing now, full body shudders. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I never meant... Shut up, Anna says. Anna? I said shut up. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want your apologies. I just want. She stops. Her hand goes to the necklace. I just want this to be over. The necklace beeps. 30 minutes remaining. Kenji looks at Jungo, a silent question. Jungo shakes his head fractionally. No plan. No play. Nothing. They're out of moves. Anna closes her eyes. Jungo. Yeah. If this is it, if this is how it ends, I need you to know something. Don't. I need you to know that I don't regret it. Any of it. Falling for you, working for you, being here. She opens her eyes. I'd do it all again. Jungo's throat tightens. Anna? Promise me something. Anything. When I'm gone, don't let this destroy you. Don't become him. She nods toward Ryujin. Don't spend the rest of your life in a loop of hate. Live. Actually live. For both of us. I can't. Yes, you can. You have to. The necklace beeps faster. 20 minutes. Ryujin's watching them with something that might be envy. You really love her. Yes. More than the empire, more than the family, more than your own life. Yes. Then you understand. You understand what I felt when you took everything from me. The emptiness, the rage, the need to make someone else feel it too. I understand you're broken, and you're trying to break me the same way, but it won't work. Won't it? Let's find out. Ryujin lowers the gun from Anna's mother's head. For a moment, hope flares. Maybe he's changed his mind. Maybe there's a way out. Then he points the gun at Anna. No! Jungo lunges. Ryujin fires. The bullet catches Jungo in the chest. He goes down hard, blood blooming across his shirt. Anna screams. Kenji moves, tackles Ryujin, the two of them crashing into the medical equipment. The gun goes flying. Anna crawls to Jungo. His eyes are open, shocked. Blood bubbles at his lips. No, no, no! Anna presses her hands to the wound. Blood pulses between her fingers, hot and dark. Stay with me. Please. Jungo, stay with me. He tries to speak, can't, just stares at her. Behind them, Kenji and Ryujin are a tangle of limbs and violence. Ryujin's stronger than he looks, trained in things Kenji doesn't expect. A knife appears from somewhere, flashes in the surgical lights. Kenji blocks, redirects, takes a slash across his forearm. Anna's mother is screaming, straining against the restraints. Victor's trying to crawl toward the gun, leaving a blood trail. The necklace beeps. 15 minutes. Anna's crying, her tears mixing with Jungo's blood. I can't do this without you. I can't. Jungo's hand comes up, touches her face, leaves a red smear across her cheek. His mouth moves. She leans closer. Run, he whispers. What? Run. Get out. Now. I'm not leaving you. You have to. No. His grip tightens on her face. Anna, please, run. The necklace beeps. 10 minutes. Kenji and Ryujin crash into the wall. The knife's in Ryujin's hand now, driving toward Kenji's throat. Kenji catches his wrist, holds it back. They're locked there, muscles shaking, neither giving ground. Victor reaches the gun. His hand closes around it. He rolls onto his back, brings it up, points it at Ryujin. Let them go, Victor says. His voice is weak but steady. Let them all go, or I swear to God, I'll kill you. Ryujin laughs even as he struggles with Kenji. You don't have the spine. You took my wife. You're killing my daughter. I've got nothing left to lose. Then pull the trigger. Victor's hand shakes. The gun wavers. Do it, Victor. Prove you're more than a coward who runs when things get hard. Prove you can actually protect your family for once in your miserable life. Victor's finger moves to the trigger. The necklace beeps. 5 minutes. Anna's not breathing. Can't breathe. The room spins. Jungo's blood pools around them. Her mother's screaming. Kenji's losing ground. Her father's about to shoot someone. And she's dying. 5 minutes left and she's dying. The necklace beeps. 4 minutes. Something inside Anna breaks. Not her spirit. Not her will. Something deeper. The part of her that still believed in rules, in order, in the idea that good things happen to good people. She stands. walks to where Ryujin and Kenji are still locked in their struggle, picks up the knife that fell during their fight, and drives it into Ryujin's back. He gasps, goes rigid. Kenji stumbles away, shocked. Anna pulls the knife out, stabs again and again and again. Give me the code. Ryujin falls to his knees, blood runs from his mouth. He's laughing. No! Anna grabs his hair, yanks his head back, puts the knife to his throat. Give me the code or I'll make this last. You don't have time. 3 minutes. Then I'll spend every second I have left making you hurt. Ryujin looks up at her, at the woman he underestimated, at the good person he turned into a killer. You really would? Yes. You've changed. You changed me. He smiles, blood on his teeth. The code won't save you, even if I gave it to you. The battery's almost dead. By the time you enter it, the device will fail anyway. You're already dead, Anna. You just don't know it yet. 2 minutes. Anna's hand shakes. The knife cuts into Ryujin's skin, drawing a thin line of blood. Then I'll die knowing I took you with me. Fair enough, he tells her. 16 digits, alphanumeric. Exactly as complex as promised. Anna repeats it, once, twice, commits it to memory. Then she cuts his throat. Ryujin falls face first onto the floor. Blood spreads in a dark pool. Anna drops the knife, runs to the necklace's control panel. There has to be one. Ryujin wouldn't build this without a way to interface. She finds it. A small tablet mounted on the wall, hidden behind a panel. The screen shows the necklace's status. Battery, 3%. Time remaining, 90 seconds. Below that, a keypad. 16 empty fields. Anna's hands shake so badly she can barely tap the screen. She enters the first digit, second, third, one mistake and it locks her out. Fourth digit, fifth, 60 seconds. Behind her, Kenji's trying to stop Jungo's bleeding. Victor's slumped against the wall, consciousness fading. Anna's mother is still screaming, still straining. Sixth digit, seventh, 40 seconds. Eighth, ninth, 10th. Her vision blurs, tears, exhaustion, terror. 11th, 12th, 20 seconds. 13th. What was the 14th? She can't remember. Was it Q or C or 15 seconds? She closes her eyes, blocks out everything. Just hears Ryujin's voice in her head reciting the code. C. The 14th was C. She enters it. 14th. 15th. 10 seconds. One more. Just one more digit. Her finger hovers over the screen. What was it? What was the last digit? 5 seconds. The necklace's beat becomes a continuous tone. Anna's hand slams down on the screen. The 16th digit. The tablet shows. Processing. 3 seconds. Verifying. 2 seconds. Unlock sequence initiated. 1 second. The necklace clicks. The LED turns green. The clasp releases. It falls. Anna catches it before it hits the floor, holds the weight of her death in her hands. The stones still gleaming. The platinum still perfect. Beautiful and terrible. She drops it like it burns. The battery dies. The LED goes dark. And Anna Phillip is still breathing, still alive, still here. She turns. Jungo's eyes are on her. He's smiling despite the blood, despite the pain. Told you, he whispers. Then his eyes close. No! Anna runs to him, drops to her knees. Jungo, stay with me! Kenji's hands are covered in blood. He's losing too much. I can't stop it. Then we get him to a hospital. Anna, he's been shot in the chest, even if we moved him now. I don't care, we're not giving up, Jungo's hand finds hers, squeezes weakly. It's okay, he says. No, it's not. You don't get to die. Not after everything, not after… Her voice breaks. Please, I need you. I can't do this without you. Yes, you can. Jungo, you just killed a man to save yourself. You survived something designed to be unsurvivable. You're stronger than you think. I'm not. You are. His grip tightens. And you're going to keep being strong. After I'm gone, you're going to live, really live, like you promised. Anna's sobbing now, her whole body shaking. I can't. You will. His eyes are fading, the light dimming. Anna kisses him, tastes blood and salt and goodbye. When she pulls back, Jungo's still smiling. I love you, he says. I love you too. Good. His hand goes slack in hers. His chest stops rising. And Seok Jungo, the silent king, the man who built empires in whispers, dies on the floor of a cargo ship with the woman he loves holding him, while the rain hammers the hull and the ocean rocks them like a lullaby he'll never hear. Anna screams. It's raw. Animal. The sound of something breaking that can never be repaired. Kenji backs away, gives her space, gives her grief. Victor's unconscious now, blood loss finally claiming him. Anna's mother has stopped screaming. She just watches her daughter cradle a dead man and knows there are no words, no comfort, nothing that makes this better. Outside, sirens approach. Someone heard the gunfire. Someone called it in. But they're too late. They're always too late. Anna holds Jungo's body and rocks and screams until her voice gives out, until there's nothing left but silence. And the empty necklace lying on the floor, still beautiful, still terrible, still the thing that changed everything. Anna doesn't let go. Even when Kenji tries to pull her away, even when the sirens grow louder, screaming through the rain, she doesn't let go of Jungo's body. Her fingers are locked in his blood-soaked shirt, her face pressed against his chest where his heart used to beat. Anna. Kenji's voice is gentle, but urgent. We have to move. She doesn't respond. The Coast Guard is minutes out, maybe less. If they find us here, I don't care. Anna, listen to me. Ryujin's dead. Your father's dying. Jungo's gone. If the authorities get here, they'll arrest everyone still breathing, your mother included. Is that what you want? Anna lifts her head. Her face is streaked with blood and tears, her eyes hollow. What I want is for none of this to have happened. I know, but we don't get that choice. Kenji crouches beside her. What we get is right now, and right now, we need to move. Anna looks at her mother, still strapped to the medical chair. The woman's face is pale, eyes red from crying. She nods once, a small, desperate gesture. Anna's hands shake as she releases Jungo's shirt. She leans down, kisses his forehead one last time. I'm sorry, she whispers. I'm so sorry. Then she stands. Her legs barely hold her. Kenji catches her elbow, steadies her. Together they move to the chair, start working the restraints. The leather straps are tight, designed for long-term confinement. It takes precious seconds to free them. Anna's mother collapses into Anna's arms the moment she's loose. They hold each other, both shaking, both barely standing. Mom, I know, baby. I know. Victor's still slumped against the wall. His breathing is shallow, irregular. The blood pool around him has stopped growing. Kenji checks his pulse. He's alive. Barely. Anna doesn't know what to feel about that. Relief? Anger? Exhaustion has burned through every emotion except a dull, persistent ache. Can we move him? Anna asks. Not without killing him. He needs a hospital, now. The sirens are close. So close, Anna can hear individual whoops cutting through the storm. We leave him, Anna says. Kenji looks up sharply. What? We leave him for the Coast Guard. Tell them there was a hostage situation, that he was shot trying to help. They'll get him medical attention. Anna? He made his choices. I'm making mine. Anna's voice is flat, final. My mother comes with us. He doesn't. Her mother makes a small sound, protest or agreement. Anna can't tell. Doesn't matter. The decision is made. Kenji nods. Okay, but we move now. They do. Anna and her mother support each other, moving through the corridors like wounded soldiers retreating from a battlefield. Kenji leads, weapon drawn, clearing corners. The ship groans around them, metal creaking in the storm. They pass the cargo hold where Jungo's men died. Anna doesn't look. Can't look. At the hull breach where they boarded, the speedboat is still tethered, riding the swells. The rain's heavier now, visibility near zero. The Coast Guard cutter is visible through the storm, a massive white shape with searchlights cutting through the darkness. "They'll see us," Anna's mother says. "Not if we go dark." Kenji cuts the running lights, kills the radio. "Hold on." They pile into the boat. Kenji fires the engine. It roars to life, deep and powerful. He throws the throttle forward and they surge away from the ship into the teeth of the storm. The waves are massive, 10 feet, 12. The boat climbs each swell and crashes down the other side, jarring every bone. Anna and her mother huddle in the cabin, arms wrapped around each other. Salt spray and rain batter the windshield. Behind them, the Coast Guard cutter reaches the cargo ship. Searchlights sweep the deck. Anna watches through the rear window as armed personnel board, disappearing into the same corridors they just fled. They'll find the bodies. Ryujin, Jungo, possibly Victor. They'll find evidence of things Anna doesn't want to think about, but they won't find her. Kenji pilots the boat with surgical precision, navigating by memory and instinct. The marina appears through the rain, dark, quiet civilian boats bobbing in their slips. He cuts the engine early, lets momentum carry them in. No squealing brakes, no announcement. They tie off and climb onto the dock. Anna's legs shake with every step. Her mother is worse, 15 years older, 3 years imprisoned, pushed past every limit. She stumbles. Anna catches her. "I've got you." I can't keep going." "Yes, you can. Just a little further." Kenji's already moving toward the parking lot where he's stashed a car, a nondescript Honda sedan that won't draw attention. He opens the back door. Anna helps her mother inside, then climbs in herself. The moment the door closes, the adrenaline drains out of Anna like someone pulled a plug. She slumps against the seat, every muscle going slack. Her mother collapses against her shoulder. Kenji drives. No music, no conversation. Just the sound of rain on metal and tires on wet asphalt. Anna closes her eyes and sees Jungo's face. The way he smiled at the end. The way his hand went slack in hers. She doesn't cry. She's empty, hollowed out. "Where are we going?" her mother asks quietly. "Safe house," Kenji says. "Oakland, one of Jungo's backup locations. No one knows about it except core family." "Is there still a family?" "I don't know." They drive for 20 minutes before Kenji speaks again. "Anna." "Yeah." "What happened back there?" "What you did." He meets her eyes in the rearview mirror. "That took guts." Anna laughs. It's brittle. "I killed a man." "You survived. Is there a difference?" "Yes." Anna's not sure she believes that. She can still feel the knife in her hand, the resistance as it punched through skin and muscle, the hot spray of blood, the sound Ryujin made. She'll carry that forever. The safe house is a converted warehouse in West Oakland, industrial neighborhood, chain link, and graffiti. Kenji pulls into an alley, parks behind a dumpster. They enter through a side door that requires 3 different keys. Inside, the space is sparse. Concrete floors, exposed beams, a single bed in one corner, a kitchen area in another. Shelves stocked with canned food, bottled water, medical supplies. Everything someone would need to disappear. Anna's mother sits on the bed immediately, exhaustion claiming her. Within seconds, she's asleep. The deep, desperate sleep of someone who hasn't felt safe in years. Anna covers her with a blanket, then turns to Kenji. "Now what?" "Now we figure out what's left." "Of what?" "Everything." Kenji pulls out his phone, makes a call. It rings 4 times before someone answers. He speaks in rapid Korean, too fast for Anna to follow. When he hangs up, his expression is grim. "Takeshi's alive, Marcus too. They're in a hospital in Alameda. Chen and Dimitri didn't make it." Anna closes her eyes. "How many more people have to die because of me? This isn't on you, isn't it? If I'd never taken that job, if I'd never, then Ryujin would have found another way. Another target. This was always going to happen. You just happened to be there when it did." Kenji sits down at the small table, starts field stripping his weapon. Methodical. Practiced. "Jungo knew that. It's why he loved you. Because you weren't afraid to be there." Anna wants to argue, wants to say that she was terrified every second. But Kenji's right. She was terrified and she stayed anyway. "What about the Empire?" Anna asks. "The Syndicate. All of Jungo's operations." "Chaos, probably. Jungo ran everything through a tight circle. With him gone, there's a power vacuum. People will scramble to fill it. Will they come after us? Some will. Others will see this as an opportunity to bail. Depends on who's more scared or ambitious. Kenji reassembles the weapon, chambers around. Either way, we're not safe. Not yet. Anna looks around this warehouse. Safe house. What a lie. There's no such thing as safety, just places where danger hasn't found you yet. I need to see him, Anna says. Kenji looks up. What? Jungo. I need to see his body. Make sure... Her voice cracks. Make sure he's really gone. Anna. I know he's dead. I watched him die. But I need to see him one more time. I need... She stops. What does she need? Closure? Confirmation? Permission to grieve? All of it. None of it. The Coast Guard will have taken the bodies to the coroner, Kenji says. San Francisco Medical Examiner's office. But it'll be a crime scene, heavy security. You can't just walk in. Then we don't walk in. We break in. Kenji stares at her. You're serious? Yes. Anna, that's insane. They'll have federal agents crawling all over that building. The moment you show your face, I don't care. I need to see him. Anna's hands curl into fists. He died for me. The least I can do is say goodbye properly. Kenji's quiet for a long moment. Then he nods. Okay. Okay? Okay. We'll get you in. But we do it smart. We do it careful. And if anything goes wrong, we abort. Understood? Understood. I'm serious, Anna. One wrong move and we're all going to jail, or worse. I know. Kenji pulls out his phone again, starts making calls, planning, coordinating. Anna watches him work and feels something stir in her chest. Not hope. Not quite. But something close. Purpose, maybe. A reason to keep moving when everything in her wants to stop. They move at 3 a.m. when the shift change at the medical examiner's office creates a 5-minute window. Kenji's contact on the inside, a forensic tech who owes Jungo's organization more favors than he can count, disables the camera on the loading dock entrance. Anna wears scrubs stolen from a hospital laundry service, her hair tucked under a surgical cap. She looks like she belongs. That's the key to infiltration, Kenji explained. Don't sneak. Walk in like you own the place. The loading dock is quiet. A single security guard sits in a booth, half asleep, watching a small TV. Anna and Kenji walk past him without breaking stride. He doesn't even look up. Inside, the hallways are fluorescent bright and smell like disinfectant. Kenji leads her to the elevator, presses B2, basement level 2, where they keep the bodies waiting for autopsy. The elevator descends with a mechanical hum. Anna's heart pounds so hard she can hear it in her ears. Her hands shake. She shoves them in her pockets. The doors open onto a sterile corridor, more fluorescent lights, more disinfectant smell. And underneath it, something else. Something organic and wrong. Death. This is where death lives. Kenji checks the manifest on his phone. His contact sent him the storage assignments. Base 7, this way. They walk past rows of steel doors. Behind each one, bodies, dozens of them, hundreds. All the people who died today, yesterday, last week, all waiting for someone to claim them, or bury them, or burn them. Base 7 is at the end of the hall. Kenji swipes a stolen access card. The door clicks open. Inside, the temperature drops 20 degrees. Refrigerated. Preservation. The room is lined with drawer units, each one numbered. Kenji checks his phone again. Drawer 43. They find it. Anna's hand hovers over the handle. You don't have to do this, Kenji says. Yes, I do. She pulls. The drawer slides out smooth and silent, and there he is, Seok Jungo. They've cleaned him up, washed away the blood, covered him with a white sheet up to his chest. The bullet wound is hidden by the fabric. He looks like he's sleeping, peaceful. It's a lie. Anna reaches out, touches his face. His skin is cold, waxy. Not skin anymore, just meat that used to be a person. I'm sorry, she whispers. I'm so sorry I couldn't save you. Jungo doesn't answer, can't answer. He's gone. Whatever made him him, The mind, the soul, the thing that loved her, is gone. This is just the shell. But Anna talks to it anyway. I don't know how to do this without you. I don't know how to keep going. You said I was strong, but I'm not. Her voice breaks. I'm just really good at faking it. She leans down, kisses his forehead. It's like kissing marble. I love you. I'll always love you. And I promise I'll make it mean something. Your death, what you did for me. I won't waste it. Tears fall. They've been building since the ship, since the moment his hand went slack. Now they come in a flood, hot and endless. Anna cries until there's nothing left. When she finally pulls back, Kenji's looking away, giving her privacy in this moment. Anna wipes her face. Okay, I'm ready. They slide the drawers closed. The mechanical click is final. As they turn to leave, Anna sees something. On the table beside the door, personal effects, belongings removed from the bodies, Jungo's watch, his wallet, his phone, and a ring. Anna picks it up. Simple platinum band. No stones. Just clean lines and weight. She's never seen Jungo wear jewelry besides the watch. This must be something they found in his pocket. She slips it on her finger. It fits perfectly. Anna. Kenji's at the door. We need to go. She nods. Takes one last look at drawer 43. Then they leave. Back at the safe house, dawn is breaking. Gray light filters through the dirty windows. Anna's mother is still asleep, her breathing steady and deep. Anna sits at the table, turning the ring on her finger. Round and round. Kenji makes coffee. Strong, black. He sets a cup in front of her. What now? Anna asks. Now we wait. Let the dust settle. Figure out who's still loyal and who's going to be a problem. And then? And then we decide if we're staying or running. Anna looks at him. What would Jungo do? Jungo would burn it all down and start over. Kenji sips his coffee. But Jungo's dead. So the question is, what do you want to do? Anna doesn't know. 24 hours ago, she had a job, a routine, a life that made sense. Now she has nothing except a dead man's ring and a mother who's been a ghost for 3 years. I want them to pay, Anna says quietly. Who? Everyone who knew. Everyone who helped Ryujin. Everyone who looked the other way while he built that device and planned my death. Anna's voice hardens. I want them to pay. Kenji sets his cup down. That's a long list. And a dangerous path. I don't care. You should. Revenge is what turned Ryujin into a monster. You want to follow him down that road? No, I want justice. There's a difference? Yes. Justice is about balance, making things right. Revenge is just pain for pain's sake. Anna meets his eyes. Jungo died because people chose loyalty to Ryujin over doing the right thing. Victor chose saving his wife over protecting his daughter. Ryujin chose hate over everything. I'm tired of people choosing wrong. So you're going to make them choose right? I'm going to make them answer for their choices. Kenji's quiet for a moment, then he nods. Okay, but we do it smart. We build a case. We find evidence. We expose them in a way that sticks. How? Ryujin kept records. He was paranoid, obsessive. Everything he did, everyone he worked with, he documented it. If we can find his files, where would he keep them? I don't know, but I know who might. Kenji pulls out his phone, makes another call. This time when he speaks, it's in English. Takeshi, yeah, it's me. I need you to think back. When you were on the ship, before everything went sideways, did you see any computers, servers, anything that looked like data storage? Pause. Okay, what about... Kenji's eyes widen. You're sure? Third deck, forward section? Okay, yeah, thanks. He hangs up. There's a server room on the ship, hidden behind a false wall in what looked like crew quarters. Takeshi only found it because he was looking for cover during the firefight. Anna stands. Then we go back. To the ship? Anna, the Coast Guard is all over that thing. It's a federal crime scene. I don't care. If Ryujin's files are there, we need them. We'll get caught. Then we don't get caught. Kenji stares at her. Anna sees the moment he makes the decision, the moment he stops trying to protect her and starts treating her like a partner. Okay, he says. But we need help, real help. This isn't a two-person job. Who do we call? Everyone who's left. By noon, 6 people sit around the table in the safe house. Takeshi, his arm in a sling but his eyes sharp. Marcus, bruised and battered but standing. 2 others Anna doesn't recognize. Lee and Sophia, specialists in things Anna doesn't want to know about. And Kenji. Anna's mother watches from the bed, silent. Here's the situation, Kenji says, spreading a blueprint of the ship across the table. Federal agents will be processing the scene for another 48 hours minimum. After that, they'll seal it and tow it to impound. We have a 2-day window to get in, find the server room, and get out with whatever data we can carry. That's impossible, Lee says. He's Chinese-American, late 30s, with the kind of face that disappears in a crowd. They'll have guards, cameras, the whole 9 yards. I didn't say it would be easy. I said it's our window. Sophia leans forward. She's younger, maybe 25, with short dark hair and a scar across her left eyebrow. What's the play? We create a distraction, something big enough to pull most of the agents off the ship. Then a small team, 2, maybe 3 people, boards from the waterline, grabs the data, and extracts before anyone notices. And the distraction? Kenji looks at Anna. That's where you come in. Anna frowns. What do you mean? You're the victim in this story. Anna Phillip, assistant to a crime boss, kidnapped and forced to wear a death collar by a madman. The media will eat it up. If you give them a story, a press conference, an interview, something, it'll draw attention away from the ship. You want me to go public? I want you to control the narrative. Right now, the feds are trying to piece together what happened. They've got bodies, weapons, and a whole lot of questions. If you get out in front of it, tell them a version of the truth that protects us while exposing Ryujin's network. They'll focus on chasing ghosts instead of guarding evidence. Exactly. Anna considers this. Going public means exposure, vulnerability. Every news outlet in the country will be digging into her life. But it also means power, the power to shape how this story is told. Okay, Anna says, I'll do it. You sure? Kenji asks. No, but I'm doing it anyway. Takeshi speaks up, his voice rough. What about Jungo's organization? With him gone, there's going to be a scramble. People trying to take over or cash out. We need to secure the assets before someone else does. We will. But first, we get the data. Everything else comes after. Kenji looks around the table. Everyone in? They all nod. Good. We move tomorrow night. Sophia and Lee, you're the dive team. Takeshi, you're on Overwatch. Marcus, you're with me running logistics. Anna, he pauses. You've got the hardest job. You have to sell this. Make them believe you. I will. Because it's not a lie. She was kidnapped. She was forced to wear a death collar. She did survive something designed to kill her. The only part she's leaving out is what she did to survive. That stays buried with Ryujin. The press conference is set for the next morning. Anna stands in front of a cluster of microphones at a downtown hotel, cameras pointed at her like weapons. She wears a simple black dress, no makeup, her hair pulled back. She looks like what she is, a survivor. The questions come fast. Miss Phillip, can you describe what happened on that ship? Were you held against your will? Is it true you were wearing an explosive device? What was your relationship with Seok Jungo? Anna answers each one with care. She tells them about the necklace, about Ryujin, about her father's betrayal. She tells them about her mother's rescue. She cries at the right moments, shows strength at others. She doesn't mention that she killed Ryujin with a knife. She doesn't mention the empire Jungo ran or her role in it. She tells them a story they can understand. Innocent woman caught in a war between brothers. It works. By the time she's done, the reporters are eating out of her hand. Sympathy. Outrage. The perfect emotional cocktail. As she walks away from the podium, her phone buzzes. A text from Kenji. It's working. Half the agents just left the ship to prep for your follow-up interview. Window is open. Anna deletes the text. Keeps walking. Behind her, the cameras keep rolling. And offshore in the dark water beneath the cargo ship, Sophia and Lee are already diving. The server room is exactly where Takeshi said it would be. behind a false wall, hidden so well that the federal agents walked right past it. Lee cracks the access panel while Sophia stands guard, her weapon trained on the corridor. Inside, rows of servers hum with power. Still active, still running. Lee plugs in a portable drive, starts copying everything. Terabytes of data, financial records, communications, video surveillance, the entire architecture of Ryujin's operation. It takes 12 minutes. 12 minutes where every sound makes Sophia's finger tighten on the trigger. 12 minutes where Lee's hands shake with adrenaline and concentration. At minute 13, the drive beeps. Download complete. Got it, Lee whispers into his radio. We're coming out. They retrace their steps. Back through the corridors, back to the waterline where their boat is tethered. They're 50 feet from extraction when a flashlight cuts through the darkness. Hey, who's there? Federal agent, young, jumpy. Sophia doesn't hesitate. She steps into the light, hands raised. Thank God you're here. We're survivors. We've been hiding since the shooting. Please, you have to help us. The agent's weapon lowers slightly. Survivors? How many? Just us. There might be more in the lower decks. We heard screaming earlier, but we were too scared to check. The agent talks into his radio, calling for backup. While he's distracted, Lee slips past in the shadows, reaches the boat, cuts the line. The moment the agent turns back, Sophia bolts. Gunfire erupts. Bullets spark off metal. Sophia throws herself over the railing, hits the water hard. The cold steals her breath, but she swims. Powerful strokes toward the boat. Lee hauls her aboard. The engine roars to life. They're gone before the backup arrives. 20 miles offshore, they rendezvous with Kenji's boat. Transfer the drive. The moment it's in Kenji's hands, Sophia collapses onto the deck, breathing hard. That was too close, she gasps. But you did it. Kenji holds up the drive. This is everything, every name, every transaction, every dirty secret Ryujin collected. What do we do with it? Lee asks. We use it. Expose the people who helped him. Burn down his network from the inside out. Kenji looks at Anna. This is what you wanted, right? Justice? Anna takes the drive. It's so small, so light, barely weighs anything, but it contains the power to destroy lives, to ruin people who thought they were safe, to make them pay. Yeah, Anna says. This is what I wanted. Back at the safe houses, they plug the drive into a laptop. The data unfolds like a nightmare. Names, hundreds of them. Government officials, corporate executives, law enforcement, people who took Ryujin's money or looked the other way or actively helped him build his empire, including one name that makes Anna's blood run cold. Detective Sarah Chen, SFPD, Homicide Division. The same detective who investigated Victor's disappearance 15 years ago. The same detective who closed the case as a voluntary missing person. She was on Ryujin's payroll the entire time. That's how he knew, Anna says quietly. How he knew everything about me, about my life. She gave him access to police databases, background checks, everything. Kenji scrolls through the files. It's not just her. There are dozens of law enforcement contacts. Ryujin had eyes everywhere. Then we expose all of them. If we do that, we paint a target on our backs. These people have power, Anna. They'll come after us. Let them come. I'm done being afraid. Anna's mother speaks up from the bed. Anna, sweetheart, think about what you're doing. Once you start this, you can't stop it. It'll consume your whole life. My life is already consumed. Jungo's dead. I killed a man. There's no going back to normal. Anna looks at her mother. But I can make sure no one else has to go through what we did. I can burn down the system that let Ryujin exist. And then what? You think you'll find peace and revenge? No, but I'll find purpose. Her mother's quiet. Then she nods. Okay, then I'm with you. Mom, I lost 3 years of my life to these people. They tortured me, starved me, used me as leverage against your father. If you're going to war with them, I want in. Anna crosses to the bed, takes her mother's hands. It's going to be dangerous. More dangerous than being Ryujin's prisoner? Different dangerous. I'll take it. Kenji stands. Then we need a plan. We can't just dump this data online and hope it sticks. We need to be strategic, hit them where it hurts, make sure they can't cover it up or spin it. How? Anna asks. We need a journalist, someone with credibility, someone who won't be bought off or scared away. Sophia speaks up. I know someone. Investigative reporter, won the Pulitzer 2 years ago for exposing corruption in the mayor's office. She's relentless. Can we trust her? She hates dirty cops more than we do, and she's got the platform to make this story national. Kenji nods. Set up a meeting. Anonymous. Secure location. We give her enough to verify the story, then we release the rest in waves. Keep the pressure on. When? Anna asks. Tomorrow. Everyone moves at once. Sophia's making calls. Lee's setting up encrypted communication channels. Marcus is securing backup locations in case this safe house gets compromised. Anna sits at the laptop, scrolling through the files. Each name is a person. A life. Someone's father, mother, brother, sister. Someone who chose wrong. She thinks about Youngo, about his hand going slack in hers, about the promise she made. She's going to make his death mean something, starting now. The meeting happens in a parking garage in Berkeley. 2 a.m., minimal traffic. The journalist, Rachel Kim, arrives alone in a beat-up Prius. She's 40-something, Korean-American, with sharp eyes and a skeptical expression. She's been burned by sources before. Anna can see it in the way she holds herself. You've got 5 minutes, Rachel says. Make it count. Kenji hands her a folder. Inside, you'll find financial records proving that SFPD Detective Sarah Chen has been on the payroll of organized crime for 15 years. Bank transfers, encrypted communications, photographic evidence of meetings with known criminals. Rachel flips through the folder. Her expression doesn't change, but Anna sees her breathing quicken. Where did you get this? Does it matter? Yes. If this came from illegal surveillance or hacking, it's not admissible. It's worthless. It came from the personal server of a dead crime boss, Ryujin Kang. You've been covering the cargo ship incident. I have. Then you know what happened there. The hostages, the explosive device, the deaths. Anna steps forward. I'm Anna Phillip. I was the woman wearing the necklace. Rachel's eyes widen slightly. Recognition. The press conference? Yeah, but there's more to the story, a lot more. And if you're willing to dig, I'll give you access to everything. Every name, every transaction, every dirty secret. Why me? Because you don't let go. I've read your work. Once you sink your teeth into a story, you don't stop until you've exposed every angle. Anna meets her gaze. I need someone like that. Someone who can't be bought or intimidated. Rachel's quiet for a long moment. Then she closes the folder. How much data are we talking about? Terabytes. Years of records. And you're giving me exclusive access? On one condition. You protect our identities. We're sources. Anonymous. You never reveal who gave you this. I can do that. And you go hard, no pulling punches, no hedging because these people have power. You burn them down. Rachel smiles. It's sharp, predatory. That's what I do. She takes the folder, takes a USB drive with a sample of the data, and she promises to be in touch within 24 hours. As she drives away, Anna feels something shift. The endgame is starting to take shape. Ryujin wanted to destroy her. Instead, she's going to destroy everything he built. Quote, the story breaks 3 days later. Front page of the San Francisco Chronicle. Above the fold. Detective arrested in corruption probe. The photo shows Sarah Chen being led out of the SFPD building in handcuffs, her face shocked and pale. Rachel's article is devastating, methodical. Every accusation backed by evidence, bank statements, wiretap transcripts, surveillance photos. It's airtight. Within hours, the FBI announces a federal investigation. The mayor calls for a complete review of the police department. Cable news picks up the story. And it doesn't stop there. Rachel publishes follow-ups, more names, more evidence, each article peeling back another layer of corruption. By the end of the week, 12 public officials have been arrested. 17 more are under investigation. The whole system is buckling. Anna watches it unfold from the safe house, the laptop screen glowing in the dim light. You did it. her mother says quietly. You brought them down. Not all of them, not yet. Because there's one more name in the files. One more person who needs to answer. Victor Philip. Her father survived. The Coast Guard got him to a hospital in time. He's recovering under federal protection, preparing to testify against the remnants of Ryujin's network. But Anna knows the truth. He's not a victim. He's an accomplice. He helped Ryujin fake his death, helped him steal, helped him build the infrastructure that led to all of this. And now he's going to walk away, protected, pardoned in exchange for testimony. That's not justice. Anna makes a decision. She calls Rachel. I have one more story for you, confront. The final article publishes on a Sunday. The headline is simple. The man who helped fake a death and destroyed his family. It details Victor's role in Ryujin's original escape, the money he laundered, the evidence he helped destroy, the years he spent working for a criminal enterprise while his daughter thought he was just gone. The federal prosecutors can't ignore it. They pull his protection, revoke his immunity deal. Within 48 hours, Victor is arrested. Anna doesn't go to see him, doesn't visit, doesn't call. She said everything she needed to say on that ship. This is just the period at the end of the sentence. 3 weeks after the story breaks, Anna stands in a cemetery in Colma. The sky is overcast, threatening rain but not delivering. Jungo's grave is simple, black granite, no flowery epitaph, just his name and the dates. Anna kneels, places a single white rose on the stone. I did it, she says quietly. I burned it down, all of it. Everyone who helped him, everyone who looked away. They're paying now. The stone doesn't answer. I know you'd probably tell me I went too far. That revenge isn't the answer, but you're not here, so I made the call. She touches the cold granite. I hope, wherever you are, you understand. Behind her footsteps approach. Anna doesn't turn. I thought I'd find you here, Kenji says. Yeah. You did good work. The prosecutions are holding. The investigations are expanding. You changed the system. Did I, or did I just shuffle the deck? Does it matter? Anna stands, brushes dirt from her knees. I don't know anymore. What are you going to do now? I don't know that either. Kenji's quiet for a moment. Then, Jungo's assets, the legitimate ones, the businesses that weren't tied to criminal activity, they're in probate. No heir, no will. They'll end up in state hands unless someone claims them. Why are you telling me this? Because you could claim them. You were his assistant, Kenji pauses. His partner. You have standing. And with those assets, you could build something clean. Anna looks at him. You want me to take over? I want you to choose. Jungo spent his life building an empire on blood, but buried in that empire are pieces that could be something else. Real estate, import businesses, tech investments. If you wanted, you could take those pieces and build something that actually helps people. Or I could walk away, start over somewhere new. You could, but is that what you want? Anna doesn't answer. She looks at Jungo's grave, at the name etched in stone. She thinks about the ring on her finger, the weight of it. She thinks about the choice Jungo made at the end, trading his life for hers. She thinks about what she owes him, what she owes herself. I'll think about it, she says finally. Kenji nods. That's all I ask. They walk away from the grave together. Behind them, the rose sits on black granite, white petals stark against dark stone. And in Anna's pocket, her phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. She opens it. A photo. Recent. Taken from across the street. Anna and her mother having coffee at a cafe in Oakland. Below the photo, 3 words. We're not done. Anna's blood runs cold. She shows Kenji. His face goes hard. Ryujin had partners, people we haven't identified yet. He's already scanning the street, looking for threats. Someone knows you're the one who exposed them. Then they'll come for me. Yes. Anna looks at the phone, at the message, at the promise of violence it contains. She could run, disappear, take her mother and vanish into a new life. Or she could stand her ground, fight back, finish what she started. She thinks about Jungo, about the way he never backed down, never ran. She deletes the message. Let them come, Anna says. Kenji smiles. It's not a happy expression. It's the smile of someone preparing for war. Okay, he says. Then we get ready. They walk back to the car. And somewhere in the city, someone watches through a camera lens, waiting for the right moment to strike. The war isn't over. It's just beginning. The threat arrives in pieces over the next 48 hours. First, another photo. Anna's mother at the grocery store, unaware she's being watched. Then a shot of Kenji leaving the safe house. Then Sophia getting into her car. No words, just images, a demonstration of reach. They're being hunted. Anna stands in the warehouse, staring at the laptop screen where all the photos are arranged in a grid. 8 different surveillance shots. 8 different moments when they thought they were safe. They're professionals, Kenji says. He's checking weapons at the table, methodical and precise. Military-grade surveillance. They've been tracking us for days, maybe longer. Who are they? Anna's mother asks. She's standing by the window, looking out at the alley below. Ryujin's partners, the ones who weren't on the server. Kenji loads a magazine, chambers around. He was paranoid, compartmentalized everything. The people in those files were the public-facing network, but there was always an inner circle, ghost operators, people who never appeared in any records. So how do we find them? We don't. We let them find us. Anna turns from the screen. That's suicide. No, that's bait. Kenji sets the weapon down. They want you dead because you're the one who exposed the network. You're the face of this. If we can draw them out, force a confrontation on our terms, we might survive. We will survive, but only if we're smart about it. Anna crosses to the table, looks at the arsenal Kenji's assembled. Pistols, rifles. Enough ammunition to fight a small war. What's the plan? We stage a public appearance, somewhere they can't resist hitting, somewhere with civilians, cameras, too many witnesses to ignore. They'll have to come at us hard and fast, and when they do, we hit back harder. Kenji nods. Takeshi and Marcus are securing a location now. An office building in the financial district. 20th floor, single access point, good sight lines. We set up there, leak your location through channels we know are compromised, and wait. How long? Hours? Maybe less. These people are motivated. They won't waste time. Anna's mother speaks up. And me? What do I do? You stay here, away from this. No. Mom, I said no. I've spent 3 years being a victim, being helpless. I'm done with that. She turns from the window. If they're coming for my daughter, I'm not hiding in a warehouse waiting to hear if she survived. Anna wants to argue, wants to lock her mother in a room somewhere safe, but she sees the steel in the woman's eyes, the same steel that kept her alive through 3 years of captivity. Okay, Anna says, but you stay back. You don't engage. Understood? Understood. Kenji makes a call. Takeshi, we're moving. Have the location ready in 2 hours. They pack quickly. Weapons. Ammunition. Body armor. Kenji insists Anna wear a vest under her jacket. It's heavy, restrictive, but it might save her life. As they're loading the car, Sophia and Lee arrive, both armed, both ready. You didn't have to come, Anna says. Yeah, we did. Sophia checks her weapon. Jungo gave us a life when no one else would. We're not letting someone kill his... She pauses. His legacy. Is that what Anna is? A legacy? She doesn't feel like one. She feels like a woman who's been running for weeks and is finally too tired to run anymore. Thank you, Anna says. Sophia nods. No more words needed. They drive to the financial district in 2 cars. The city is waking up. Commuters flooding the streets, the morning rush beginning. Normal people living normal lives, unaware that somewhere above them a war is about to start. The building is glass and steel, 40 stories of corporate offices. Kenji's contact got them access to an empty suite on the 20th floor. Some tech startup that went bankrupt. The space is stripped bare except for desks and chairs. Perfect. They set up positions. Takeshi at the window with a rifle, overwatch on the street below. Marcus at the door, controlling access. Sophia and Lee covering the flanks. Kenji in the center, coordinating. Anna's mother sits in the corner, a pistol in her lap that Kenji showed her how to use. She looks terrified but determined. Anna stands at the window, looking out at the city. Somewhere down there, people are hunting her, People who want her dead for what she's exposed. She thinks about Jungo, about the choice he made on that ship, trading his life for hers. She won't waste that gift. Kenji approaches. You ready? No, but I'm here. That's all that matters. He hands her a phone. We're leaking your location now through Detective Chen's confiscated phone. If her contacts are monitoring it, they'll see it and come running. Yeah. Anna takes the phone, sends a single text to a number Kenji provides. I'm done hiding. Come find me. Then she waits. Bam Mikaet. 23 minutes later, Takeshi's voice crackles over the radio. Movement, 3 vehicles, blacked out SUVs, parking 2 blocks north. How many bodies? Kenji asks. Can't tell. Windows are tinted, but I'm counting at least 12 getting out. Maybe more. Armed? Concealed, but yeah. I see bulges under jackets. Kenji looks at Anna. This is it. Last chance to back out. Anna shakes her head. I'm not running. Okay. Everyone, positions. Rules of engagement. We don't fire first. Let them commit. Let them make the aggressive move. But once it starts, we don't stop until they're down, Takeshi finishes. The team spreads out. Anna crouches behind a desk, weapon in hand. Her mother is 10 feet away, pressed against the wall. Their eyes meet. A silent question. A silent answer. Whatever happens, they face it together. Footsteps in the hallway. Multiple sets. Heavy. Purposeful. The door explodes inward. Not kicked. Blown. Shaped charge. Professional breaching. Smoke fills the room. Gunfire erupts. Anna ducks as bullets chew through the desk above her head. Wood splinters, glass shatters. The air fills with cordite and chaos. She rises, fires blind into the smoke. 3 rounds. Center mass where the muzzle flashes came from. Someone screams. More gunfire, from everywhere at once. Takeshi's rifle barks from the window. Disciplined, measured shots. Marcus is at the door trading fire with whoever's in the hallway. Sophia and Lee are moving, flanking. Anna's ears ring. The world narrows to tunnel vision. Threat, target, fire. A figure emerges from the smoke. Male, 30s. Tactical gear. He's bringing his weapon up when Anna shoots him twice. Chest. He goes down. Another figure, female, moving fast. Anna fires, misses. The woman returns fire. Anna feels the bullet pass her ear, close enough to feel the heat. Then Kenji's there, tackling the woman. They go down in a tangle. A knife appears. Kenji blocks, redirects, disarms. A brutal elbow to the temple, and the woman goes limp. You okay? Kenji shouts over the noise. Yeah. Stay low. Takeshi's voice on the radio. More coming up the stairs, at least 6. Fall back, second line. They retreat deeper into the office. The attackers press forward, relentless. These aren't street thugs or hired muscle. These are operators, trained, coordinated. Anna reloads, her hands shaking. How many has she shot? 3? 4? She's lost count. A grenade rolls across the floor. Grenade! Marcus dives, kicks it back toward the door. It detonates in the hallway. The explosion is deafening. Screams, smoke, fire. In the chaos, Anna sees her mother, still pressed against the wall. Eyes wide but focused. The pistol raised. A man appears in the doorway. Huge. 6'5", at least 250. He's bleeding from a dozen places but still moving. He sees Anna's mother, raises his weapon. Anna fires. The shot takes him in the shoulder. He stumbles but doesn't fall. Her mother fires. Once, twice, 3 times. The big man goes down. Anna's mother is shaking. The gun falls from her hands. Anna runs to her, pulls her into cover. I killed him, her mother whispers. I killed him. He would have killed you. You did what you had to. I've never hurt anyone before. I know, but you saved yourself. That's what matters. The gunfire is slowing. The attackers are falling back, regrouping. Kenji does a quick count. 4 down in here, maybe 3 more in the hallway. How many does that leave? 5, Takeshi says. Maybe 6. They're pulling back to the stairwell. Are they retreating? No, reinforcing. I've got more vehicles arriving. This is turning into a siege. Anna's blood runs cold. We can't hold this position forever. I know. We need an exit strategy. Marcus is on his phone talking fast. SFPD is en route. Someone reported the explosion. ETA 5 minutes. That's not enough time. They'll breach again before the cops arrive. Kenji looks around the office, assessing, planning. There's a maintenance stairwell on the east side. It connects to the parking garage. If we can reach it, we can get to the cars and extract before the cops lock down the building. Yeah, but we'll be exposed getting there. They'll have the hallway covered. Anna stands. Then we create a distraction. What kind of distraction? She picks up the phone, the one she used to leak her location. I call them, tell them I want to negotiate. Draw them out while you get everyone to the stairwell. Anna, no, that's the only play we have. You said it yourself. They want me. So I give them a target. Keep their attention while you move. Kenji's jaw tightens. You'll die. Maybe. Or maybe I'm faster than they think. Anna ejects her spent magazine, loads a fresh one. Either way, it gives you a chance. I'm not leaving you. You're not leaving anyone. You're getting my mother and the team out. That's the job. Anna's mother grabs her arm. Anna, please. Mom, look at me. Anna takes her mother's face in her hands. I've spent weeks being afraid, weeks running. I'm done. This ends today, one way or another. You'll die. I died on that ship. Everything since then has been borrowed time. Anna kisses her mother's forehead. I love you. I'm sorry I couldn't save more time with you. Anna. But Anna's already moving. She walks to the broken door, stands in the opening, exposed, vulnerable. She dials the number Kenji gave her, the compromised line. It rings twice. Anna Phillip. The voice is male, calm, professional. I was hoping you'd call. Who are you? Someone who believes in completing contracts. Your exposure of our network caused significant damage. That damage requires correction. You mean you're here to kill me? Yes. Then let's skip the foreplay. You want me? Come get me. But you let everyone else walk. They're not part of this. Everyone in that room is part of this. They helped you. They're accomplices. They're survivors. Just like me. You want blood? Take mine. But let them go. Silence on the line. Anna can hear breathing, calculation. Why would you offer that? Because I'm tired. Tired of running, tired of fighting. You want to end this? Fine. End it, but end it clean. No more collateral damage. More silence, then step into the hallway. Hands visible. No weapon. If you do that, we'll let the others extract unmolested. How do I know you'll keep your word? You don't. But what choice do you have? Anna looks back at Kenji, at her mother, at the team. Kenji's shaking his head, silently begging her not to do this. Anna mouths 2 words. Go. Now. Then she steps into the hallway. The smoke is thicker here, bodies on the floor, blood on the walls. The explosion turned this corridor into hell. Anna raises her hands, walks forward, slow, deliberate. Figures emerge from the stairwell, 5 of them, all armed, all pointing weapons at her. Stop, the lead figure says. Same voice from the phone. He's older, 50-something, with gray hair and cold eyes. That's far enough. Anna stops. Where's your weapon? I left it inside, like you asked. Turn around, slowly. Anna does, showing she's unarmed. The man approaches, close enough that Anna can see the scar on his cheek, close enough to smell gun oil and sweat. You're either very brave or very stupid, he says. Both, probably. He almost smiles. Ryujin spoke about you, said you were ordinary, a nobody. Looks like he underestimated you. He did. That's why he's dead and you're not. That's why. The man studies her. You know, I almost respect you. What you did, surviving, fighting back, burning down our network, that took guts. But you're still going to kill me. Yes, because guts don't pay the bills and you cost us a lot of money. Anna nods. I understand. Do you? Yeah, you're just doing a job. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. He raises his weapon, points it at Anna's head. Behind him, Anna sees movement. In the smoke, quick, silent. Kenji. He must have circled through the office, come out through a different access point. He's 10 feet behind the lead gunman, weapon raised. Anna keeps her eyes on the man in front of her. doesn't give Kenji away. Any last words? The man asks. Yeah, tell Ryujin I said hello in hell. The man's finger tightens on the trigger. Kenji fires. The shot takes the lead gunman in the back of the head. He drops instantly. The other four spin, but Anna's already moving. She dives for the dead man's weapon, rolls, comes up firing. Chaos. Again. Always. Kenji drops two more. Anna takes the fourth. The fifth runs. Takeshi's voice on the radio. Runner heading for the stairwell. I've got him. A single rifle shot. Then, threat eliminated. Anna's breathing hard, adrenaline crashing through her system. She looks at Kenji. I told you to get everyone out. I did. Your mother's in the car with Sophia, headed for a backup location, but I wasn't leaving you. You should have. Yeah, but I didn't. Kenji extends a hand. Come on. SFPD is 30 seconds out. We need to move. Anna takes his hand, lets him pull her up. They run. Through the maintenance stairwell, down 20 flights, legs burning, lungs screaming. They hit the parking garage at a full sprint. The car is waiting. Marcus behind the wheel. Takeshi in the passenger seat. Lee in back. Anna and Kenji pile in. Marcus floors it. They're 3 blocks away when the first police cruiser arrives. Lights flashing, sirens wailing. But they're gone. The backup location is a motel in Fremont. Generic, anonymous, the kind of place where nobody asks questions. Anna's mother is waiting in one of the rooms. When Anna walks through the door, they collide in a hug that feels like coming up for air after drowning. I thought you were dead, her mother says. I thought I was too. They hold each other while the team secures the perimeter. Sophia's checking sight lines, Lee's monitoring police scanners, Takeshi's cleaning weapons. Kenji pulls Anna aside. We need to talk. About what? About what happens next. They step outside. The motel is adjacent to a freeway. The sound of traffic is constant, numbing. The people who came after you, Kenji says. They're done. We took out their strike team. The rest will scatter. Without Ryujin's infrastructure, they're just freelancers. Dangerous, but uncoordinated. So it's over? This part is. But Anna, there are always more. The people you exposed, the ones facing prosecution. They have resources, connections. Some of them will come after you. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. So what are you saying? I'm saying you need to choose, right now. Do you want to keep fighting, build something from what Jungo left behind, or do you want to disappear? New identity, new life, somewhere they'll never find you. Anna looks out at the freeway. Cars rushing past, people going places, living lives. What would Jungo want me to do? Jungo would want you to live, however that looks for you. Anna's quiet for a long time. Then she pulls out her phone. The photos are still there, the surveillance shots, the threats. She deletes them, one by one. I'm not running, she says finally. I'm not hiding. I'm going to take Jungo's legitimate assets and I'm going to build something with them, something that helps people, something clean. That's going to take years, maybe decades. Then I'll spend years, decades, however long it takes. Kenji nods slowly. You'll need help. Are you offering? I'm saying I've got nothing else to do. And Jungo was my friend. If you're honoring his memory by building something good, I want to be part of that. Even if it's dangerous, especially because it's dangerous. Kenji almost smiles. Safe is boring. Anna extends her hand. Kenji shakes it. A pact, a promise. They go back inside. The team is gathered around the small table. Anna's mother sits on the bed, exhaustion pulling at her features. What's the plan? Takeshi asks. Anna takes a breath. We build something new. Jungo's legitimate businesses, the real estate, the import companies, the tech investments, we use them as a foundation. We create jobs, fund community programs, help people who got caught in the same systems that nearly destroyed us. That's ambitious, Sophia says. Yeah, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Jungo died for me. I'm not going to waste that by running or hiding or spending my life looking over my shoulder. I'm going to take what he left and make it mean something. And the people who come after you? Marcus asks. We deal with them same way we dealt with today, together. Lee speaks up. You're talking about building a new kind of organization, Not a crime family, something else. Yeah, a family that actually protects people, that actually builds instead of destroys. Anna looks around the room. I can't do it alone. I need all of you, but I'm not asking you to risk your lives for me. If you want out, if you want to walk away, I understand. No one moves. We're in, Takeshi says. The others nod. Then we start tomorrow. But tonight, Anna sits down on the bed next to her mother. Tonight, we rest. You cheat. 3 months later, Anna stands in a conference room on the 15th floor of a building in downtown Oakland. The view looks out over the bay. She can see the cargo ship in the distance. It's been towed to a salvage yard waiting to be cut apart for scrap. A ghost being dismantled piece by piece. The room is full of people, community leaders, non-profit directors, city council members, all invited by Anna to discuss a new initiative, the Jungo Foundation, a $1 billion endowment funded by the sale of Jungo's assets, dedicated to helping families torn apart by crime, providing legal aid, housing assistance, job training, everything Anna wishes she'd had 15 years ago when her father disappeared. She's wearing a simple black suit, professional, put together. But on her finger, Jungo's ring catches the light. She still wears it, every day, a reminder of what was sacrificed, what was saved. The presentation goes well. People ask questions. Anna answers them with confidence she's learned to fake until it becomes real. By the end, she has commitments, support, momentum. When the room clears, Kenji appears at her elbow. You're getting good at this. At what? Lying? At leading. There's a difference. Anna looks out the window. Sometimes I don't know. That's what makes you good at it. The moment you start believing your own bullshit is the moment you become them. Them, the people we took down, the ones who thought they were untouchable. Anna turns the ring on her finger. Do you think he'd be proud of what I'm doing? Jungo, yeah. I think he'd be amazed. You took his blood money and turned it into something that actually helps people. That's redemption. Kenji pauses. That's love. Anna's throat tightens. I miss him. I know. We all do. Does it get easier? No, but you get stronger. They stand there for a moment, looking out at the city, at the people below going about their lives, unaware of the battles fought in shadows, the prices paid for their safety. Anna's phone buzzes. A text from her mother. Dinner at 7? I'm making pho. Anna smiles. Small victories. Her mother is learning to cook again, learning to live again. The trauma doesn't disappear, but it becomes something they carry together instead of something that crushes them individually. I'll be there. Another text. This one from Rachel Kim, the journalist. New expose drops tomorrow. You'll want to see it. More arrests coming. The work continues. The system they exposed is being dismantled piece by piece. It's slow, frustrating, but it's happening. Anna texts back, thank you for everything. You did the hard part. I'm just writing it down. Anna pockets her phone, looks at Kenji. Ready? For what? The next fight. Because there's always a next fight. Kenji smiles. Yeah, I'm ready. They walk out together. The office is quiet. Most of the staff has gone home, but Sophia's at her desk, working late. Takeshi's in the security office, monitoring cameras. Marcus is doing rounds, the family Anna's building. Not by blood, by choice. In the elevator, Kenji asks, you ever regret it? Taking the job with Jungo? Anna considers this. No, because if I hadn't, I'd be somewhere else. Someone else. I wouldn't have met him, wouldn't have learned what I'm capable of, wouldn't be here, doing this. Even knowing what it cost? Even knowing. The elevator descends. Anna watches the numbers count down. When they reach the lobby, they step out into the evening. The city is alive with light and noise, people everywhere, living, surviving, fighting their own battles. Anna and Kenji walk to the parking garage. As they reach their cars, Anna stops. Kenji? Yeah? Thank you for staying, for believing in this. Where else would I go? Your family now. Anna nods. Can't speak past the lump in her throat. They part ways. Anna drives to her mother's apartment in Alameda. It's small, comfortable, a place her mother chose, a place that feels like home. When Anna walks in, The smell of pho fills the air. Her mother is in the kitchen, stirring the broth, humming something Anna doesn't recognize. "Smells good," Anna says. "It's your grandmother's recipe. I haven't made it in years, but—" Her mother smiles. "I thought it was time." They eat together, talk about small things, the weather, a book her mother's reading, the garden she wants to start, normal things. Things that feel impossible after everything they've been through. But here they are, living them anyway. After dinner, Anna helps with the dishes. As she's drying a bowl, her mother speaks. "I'm proud of you, for what you're building, for how you've handled all of this." Anna sets the bowl down. "I don't know if I'm handling it. Some days I feel like I'm barely holding on." That's all any of us can do, barely hold on. And then somehow we wake up the next day and we do it again. "Is that what you did? In those 3 years?" Her mother's quiet. Then, "Yeah, every day I told myself I'd survive one more day, and then one more, and then one more, until suddenly you were there, and I didn't have to do it alone anymore." Anna reaches out, takes her mother's hand. "You never have to do it alone again. Neither do you." They stand there, hands linked across the sink. 2 survivors, 2 fighters, building something from the wreckage. 6 months after the cargo ship, Anna stands in a cemetery in Colma. The rain is falling softly, but she doesn't mind. She's gotten used to the rain. Jungo's grave has changed. Someone added flowers, fresh ones. Anna suspects Kenji, but he'll never admit it. She kneels, places her own offering, a single white rose. "Hey," she says quietly, "it's been a while." The stone doesn't answer. It never does. The foundation is growing. We helped 43 families last month, got 12 people into jobs, provided legal aid for 8. It's not much, but it's something. She traces his name on the stone. The letters are cold under her fingers. "Mom's doing better. She's in therapy, learning to sleep again. She asks about you sometimes, wants to know what you were really like. I tell her the truth, that you were complicated, dangerous, but that you loved with everything you had." The rain picks up. Anna doesn't move. "I still wear your ring. People ask about it sometimes. I tell them it was a gift from someone important. They don't need to know more than that." She's quiet for a moment. Then, "I'm okay. Most days. Some days are harder. But I'm still here. Still fighting. Still trying to make your death mean something." A voice behind her. "I thought I'd find you here." Anna turns. A woman stands a few feet away. Mid-30s. Professional clothes. Familiar in a way Anna can't place. "Do I know you?" Anna asks. "Not yet. But I know you." The woman steps closer. "My name is Grace Kang, Ryujin's daughter." Anna's blood turns to ice. Her hand moves to the weapon she always carries now, hidden under her jacket. Grace holds up her hands. "I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to talk." "About what?" "About ending this. For real." Anna stands slowly. "Your father tried to kill me, put a bomb around my neck, destroyed my life. I know, and I'm sorry for what he did, for what he became." Grace's eyes are sad. "But he wasn't always that way. He used to be different before the hate consumed him." "That doesn't excuse anything." "No, it doesn't, but it explains it." Grace takes a breath. "I grew up without him. He disappeared when I was 8. I thought he was dead. Then a year ago, he contacted me, told me everything, asked me to help him." "Did you?" "No. I told him he was insane, that revenge would destroy him. He didn't listen." Grace looks at Jungo's grave. "And now they're both dead. 2 brothers who couldn't let go of the past." Anna's hand stays near her weapon. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because I want you to know that whatever my father did, I'm not part of it. I didn't help him. I didn't know about you or the necklace or any of it until I saw the news." Grace meets Anna's eyes. "And I want to make sure you know that his vendetta ends with him. I'm not coming after you. I don't want revenge. I just want—" Her voice cracks. "I just want to bury my father and move on." Anna studies her, looking for deception, for threat. She finds only exhaustion, grief. "Ryujin's body is still in custody," Anna says. "Federal evidence." "I know, but they're releasing it next month.
I'm arranging for burial, here actually, in this cemetery. I thought, Grace gestures vaguely, I thought maybe he should be near his brother, even after everything. Anna wants to say no, wants to tell this woman that Ryujin doesn't deserve to be buried anywhere near Jungo, but she thinks about the cycle, about hate breeding hate, about the endless loop of revenge. Okay, Anna says. Grace blinks. Okay. Yeah, bury him here, next to Jungo. Maybe in death they can find the peace they couldn't find in life. Grace's eyes fill with tears. Thank you. Don't thank me. Just break the cycle. Whatever anger you're carrying about your father, whatever resentment, don't let it turn into what he became. I won't, I promise.
Grace turns to leave, then stops. For what it's worth, I think what you're doing with the foundation is good. My father destroyed a lot of lives. You're helping rebuild them. That's the opposite of what he was. That's the point. Grace nods. Then she's gone, walking back through the rain. Anna turns back to the grave. Did you hear that? Even in death, you're complicated. She stands there for a few more minutes. Then she leaves too. Behind her, the rose sits on wet stone, white against black, beautiful and terrible, like everything that came before. Bad. 1 year after the cargo ship. Anna sits in her office in Oakland. The foundation is thriving. They've helped over 300 families, opened 2 community centers, partnered with local schools for after-school programs. The work continues. Anna's phone rings. Unknown number. She almost doesn't answer, but something makes her. Hello? Static. Then a voice. Weak, barely recognizable. Anna? Her blood freezes. Dad? Yeah, it's me. Victor. Her father. The man who traded her life for her mother's, who helped Ryujin, who nearly got her killed. What do you want? I wanted to hear your voice. Anna closes her eyes. You have no right. I know, but I'm dying. Cancer. They say I have weeks, maybe less, and I needed to tell you I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't fix anything. I know that too, but I had to say it anyway. His breathing is labored. What I did, the choices I made, they were all wrong. I was trying to save your mother and I nearly lost you both. I'm so sorry, Anna, for all of it. Anna wants to hang up, wants to erase this man from her life completely, but she hears the truth in his voice, the regret, the pain. I can't forgive you, she says quietly. Not for this. Maybe not ever. I understand. But, Anna pauses. I hope you find peace, wherever you're going. Victor's silent for a moment, then, thank you. That's more than I deserve. Yeah, it is. I love you, Anna. I always did. I didn't know how to show it. I know. Goodbye. Goodbye, Dad. The line goes dead. Anna sets the phone down, stares at it for a long time. Then she opens her desk drawer. Inside a file folder, one she's kept locked away. Her father's case file. All the evidence of his crimes. His role in Ryujin's network. She could release it, add his name to the list of people being prosecuted, make sure he dies in prison instead of a hospital. But she doesn't. She puts the file in the shredder, watches the pages turn to confetti. Not forgiveness, not absolution. Just a choice to stop carrying the weight of his mistakes, to let go. And 2 years after the cargo ship, Anna stands in front of a crowd in Oakland City Hall. The mayor is beside her, city council members, community leaders. They're dedicating a new program, second chance employment for people with criminal records, funded by the Jungo Foundation, partnered with local businesses. Anna's speech is short, direct. She talks about cycles of poverty and crime, about how people deserve opportunities to change, to grow. She doesn't mention Jungo by name, doesn't mention the cargo ship or the necklace or any of it, but she feels him there, in every word. The crowd applauds, cameras flash. Afterward, a young woman approaches, early 20s, nervous. Miss Phillip, I just wanted to say thank you. Your foundation helped my family. My brother, he was in prison, got out with nothing, no job, no place to live. Your program got him into construction training. Now he's working, providing for his kids. You saved his life. Anna's throat tightens. I'm glad we could help.
You don't understand. Without you, he would have gone back to dealing, back to prison. You broke that cycle for him, for us. The young woman's eyes are bright. You're a hero. Anna shakes her head. I'm not a hero. I'm just someone who survived something terrible and decided to make it count. That's what a hero is. The woman leaves. Anna stands there, the words echoing. Hero. She doesn't feel like one. She feels like someone who's barely holding on, who carries scars no one can see, who wakes up some nights still feeling the necklace around her throat. But maybe that's what heroism is. Not being fearless, not being unbroken. Just being broken and fighting anyway.
5 years after the cargo ship. Anna stands at the window of her apartment in San Francisco. The city spreads out below her. Lights and movement and life. She's 41 now, older, lines around her eyes that weren't there before, gray streaks in her blonde hair. But she's alive. The foundation has grown beyond anything she imagined. Offices in 3 cities, hundreds of employees, thousands of families helped. Jungo's blood money turned into something that heals. Anna's mother passed 2 years ago, peacefully, in her sleep. The last thing she said to Anna was, I'm proud of you. Anna scattered her ashes in the bay. Let the water carry her somewhere peaceful. The team is still together. Kenji runs security. Sophia handles operations. Takeshi oversees the community centers. Marcus manages the employment programs. They're family, not by blood, by choice, by survival. Anna turns from the window. On her desk, a framed photograph. The only picture she has of Jungo, taken at some corporate event years ago. He's in a suit, looking uncomfortable, his tattooed hands visible despite his attempt to look respectable. She touches the glass. I did it, she says quietly. I made it mean something. Your death, our time, all of it. The photograph doesn't answer, but Anna doesn't need it to. She knows the truth now, has known it for years. Jungo didn't die for her. He died because he chose love over survival, chose her over everything else he'd built. And Anna honors that choice every day, by living, by building, by refusing to let hate win. The doorbell rings. Anna crosses the apartment, opens it. Grace Kang stands there, Ryujin's daughter, now 39 with 2 kids and a career as a therapist helping trauma survivors. They've become friends, unlikely, complicated, but real. Ready? Grace asks. Yeah, let me grab my coat. They drive to Colma together, to the cemetery where 2 brothers are buried side by side. Jungo's grave, Ryujin's grave. Anna brings roses, white for Jungo, red for Ryujin. Grace brings lilies. They stand there together, 2 women connected by violence, by loss, by the choices men made. Do you still miss him? Grace asks. Every day, Anna says. Does it ever stop? No, but it changes. The grief becomes something you carry instead of something that carries you. Anna nods. She understands that now. They stay until the sun starts to set. Then they leave together. Behind them, the graves sit in silence. 2 brothers who couldn't save each other, but whose deaths created something neither of them could have imagined. A foundation built on ashes, a family built on choice, a woman who took darkness and turned it into light. Chesip. Anna's last visit to the grave comes 10 years after the cargo ship. She's 46. The foundation is an institution now, self-sustaining, changing lives across multiple states. She's trained successors, built systems that don't depend on her. She's ready to step back, to live the life she never got to live. She kneels at Jungo's grave one last time. I'm leaving, she says. Not forever, but for a while. I'm going to travel, see the world, do all the things we never got to do together. She touches the ring on her finger. She still wears it. Always will. I'll come back. Check in. Make sure everything's running smoothly. But I need to live. For me. For us. For everything we lost. The wind picks up. Rustles the trees. Anna stands. I love you. I'll always love you.
But I'm letting go now. Not of the memory, just of the weight. She places one final rose on the stone. Then she walks away, toward a life she's choosing, toward freedom. Behind her, the cemetery is quiet. And somewhere in the spaces between, a man who once ruled in silence and died in blood finally rests. Because the woman he loved is finally free. And that, more than empires, more than revenge, more than anything, is enough.